Okay, perfect. Yeah, we're gonna start our day 21 today. So we are officially 3 weeks in, y'all. I'm very excited about that. Us being 3 weeks in, and I'm still holding on. I'm still holding on. See if I have something in my teeth, which is also a good thing too. I'm still holding on, still going strong, doing everything that I need to do, getting y'all letters out, um, doing my calls that I have to do. So I still got homework done today. On time this week. Woo, woo, I did. Uh-oh, something's wrong. Now y'all can see I still don't have my hair done, but I am still hanging in there. And I think the homework is much more important. And me doing my homework, me actually working out, those two are very, very important. So I'm very happy about that. And I'm still going live. Like it's not like I'm gonna have to miss anything. How are you today? I'm doing really good today. I'm doing really good today. I got my homework done. I did my workout because I do Tuesdays and Thursdays now instead of 3 times a week because I was just too sore. Um, yeah, so I got my homework done. So I'm very, very happy about that. I'm really up to date with everything, so I can't be happier, you know. Y'all know yesterday I told y'all I was literally in the bed all day, like until I had to go live. I did all my work in the bed because I literally couldn't get out of bed because I had a lot of I guess it was just so much I had to do. Sometimes it gets to the point where it's like a little overwhelming a little bit, but it's like, okay, just give yourself grace. You're just tired. And then I was sore from my workout. I know I'm gonna be sore tomorrow. But I had a trainer before he had me drinking and stuff. I need to just get back into drinking that. But I literally have what, 2 or 3 more weeks of school left. So it's like I have nothing to complain about at all. Like seriously, I'm doing good. Now I did tell myself too, I am gonna calm down in terms of telling you all about the suing. Okay. So I came to the conclusion, you all, that just because I'm not talking about it, don't mean that I'm not about it. I just think that I do need to start telling you all so much stuff on this public place that we are at. Okay. So I'm still on it. I'm still helping people do the disputes. But it's going to be something that I am going to keep under the wraps. The point that y'all heard about it is going to be good. I'm still here to help y'all with it. The people that's inside the choruses and parts of my membership, they'll know about this anyway. But I'm going to stop saying it so much in these public places because I don't want it to be to the point where we become targets. Okay. So I decided that. Just want to let you all know. I'm going to say, oh, you should sue, but I'm not going to get into all of the extras in it, okay? All right, so that's just my little thing I wanted to tell you all about that. I'm going to talk about suing. I think we got to get into suing on like day 61 inside of this book here. So I'm going to give y'all, that's the day we're going to talk all about suing. But like when we dealt with all these collections, I literally wrote down everything y'all need to do to be able to sue them. I pointed out so many things. But I want to make sure that we just don't become targets, basically. I was already a target with my lawsuit, like myself. Okay. So that's my thing about that. Now, today we're supposed to talk about how you all are going to handle the collections without actually hurting your credit score. And I want y'all to know this too. When it comes out to these collections, um, I don't think that we can like we're gonna necessarily hurt our credit scores because it already hurt us by putting the accounts on our credit reports. The only way that it can hurt us is if they send them letters in the mail. They send a letter, they email, they text us. Um, wait, the letter, email, text us, or they call us and then we ignore it, acting like they didn't do it, right? Because they're tracking it. Don't forget, hey, this call is being recorded for quality assurance. This is attempt to collect the debt. Like they're recording it. So I think the only way you can hurt yourself is if you know that they're doing these things and you don't send that validation of debt letter that is within the course. Okay. So as long as you're doing that, um, then you necessarily to me can't hurt yourself. Okay. So when it comes down to all of the collection companies and stuff like that, when the account is in a credit report, the best thing is always just rule of thumb, always request validation. period. You need them to show you the proof that they actually own the debt, because don't forget they're a debt collector. They come in talking about a Capital One debt. They come in talking about a Discover debt. They come in talking about, whatever debt. You never got money from them. So y'all don't be so trusting and just think y'all gonna pay these companies. Ask for validation. And if that account is in your credit reports, send a dispute letters to the credit bureaus and ask for validation also, because you just never know. Like seriously, you just never know. That account may get deleted. And then a lot of times too, it may get deleted because they don't have the documents. They may just back out. As much as I'm saying, oh, you should do this, you should do that. If they back out, then guess what, y'all? Y'all don't have to worry about that anyway. And when I say back out, they delete the account from your credit reports. It's no longer, to me, y'all worry. Y'all just have to worry about if that account is going to be added to your credit report. So I want you all to just continue to track it. And I told y'all all to do y'all folders like this. Let me get one of my clients' folders. I just did their letters today. So y'all know y'all create your folder and put all y'all stuff in there. Okay. And inside of y'all workbook like this, y'all can keep notes. That way y'all can come back. Like, you can keep notes about these accounts. Even if y'all was to keep them like in the spaces and like the back of your book, like in your note section. Let me see. Like back here in the notes section, y'all can keep notes about the debt. That way you can be like, oh, this debt finally got deleted. Take a screenshot. And it got deleted on this day. That way, if this debt come back, you will be able to say, you weren't supposed to do this. I got proof, because screenshots could be your proof. Okay. So always request validation. Try to negotiate. Like I said, when it comes down to anything, even if they like, if some of you all are probably already getting sued, we already talked about that. Some people are already getting sued. If y'all already getting sued, then it's like it's too late for you to try to ask for all these documents. Try to still negotiate a lower amount. Period. Don't just say, oh, whatever you say it is. Like that's not what it is. So if they saying you owe $1,000, negotiate, say, hey, I'm going through something right now. Can I pay 400? Because I don't have 1,000, you know, negotiate. So a lot of times is you have to negotiate, period. So I would say even start at like 200 and then let them say, oh no, we can't do that. Let y'all go back and forth on a debt. Don't just say, okay, you want 1,000, I'm gonna pay you 1,000. That's just not what you all should do, okay? Now, if you are going to pay, try to see if you can do pay for deletion. Okay. Some of these companies don't do pay for deletion. But the thing is, once you all are sending letters into the credit bureaus telling them about the inaccuracies, even after paying, some of these companies, and they're not going to fight with you. They just want to, there's just some of them, and it's not a guarantee. Some of them are not going to fight with you. They're going to just go ahead and remove that account from your credit reports. Okay. And then if you do pay it, make sure they said that it is paid in full or settled, but make sure the account is updated as paid, if anything. Like if y'all paid it, even if the account not getting deleted, you better update that account is paid, okay? Because that can be another violation. Okay, so I would say don't pay a collection unless it's going to help with your credit or if it's going to stop some type of legal action. And when I say help with your credit, I'm thinking about too, if y'all trying to buy a house and you can't have more than $2,000 worth of collections, then that's when you can say, you know what, I'm going to go ahead and pay this because I already found the house. I'm already under contract. You already have these things going on. But understand too that collection that got added to your credit reports, when it get added, it already hurts your credit already. The point that is added is the worst part. You need to get that thing deleted. But when you're buying a house, sometimes you can still have a decent score to get approved for your mortgage, even when you're in the process. So I say, hey, if it takes you over that 2,000 and your mortgage broker don't like it, or your mortgage lender, whoever you use, don't like it, then I would say, okay, think about settling it. And again, if it can stop some type of legal action too. Like you about to get sued, you didn't set them up at all. Now it's like, okay, the ball is in a court. Now you got to protect yourself. Then you can think about it. Now, also make sure that you track the collections reporting age, because the older accounts are going to hurt you less. So the longer these accounts are going to stay on your credit reports, the less they're going to actually hurt you. Okay. And then we talked about the statute of limitations. We also talk about them re-aging the debt. So the last date activities, y'all need the last date activities. Yeah, last date activity, y'all need to also track that too. Okay, I want y'all to track that last date activity. That way, oh no, this account needs to come off on this date. It needs to come on that date. Y'all know when this account needs to actually be removed from your credit reports. But I want you all to outline, they said like for today. So we're on day 21. So y'all have homework every single day in this workbook. It'll tell you like what you need to kind of be working on. So it'll tell you. So for today, it said outline a personal step-by-step plan to deal with one collection on your credit report without making it worse. And I think the best thing that y'all can do is just make sure that thing is included in the dispute to the credit bureau, period. Okay. Just make sure it's included in a dispute to the credit bureau. Is if y'all doing that, don't worry about nothing else. Because remember, I told y'all I took a class that's for the collections. I'm probably gonna do this another time too. I'm gonna go to all the events. I'm gonna fit in with them, go to all the events, learn all the stuff that I need to learn. You know how we on this end learned about the credit part? I'm gonna go over there, act like I'm a debt collector and learn on their part. Okay. But when I took a class last time, they said, hey, these people can't even talk to you directly. They gotta talk to the credit bureaus first, which is why I say, hey, the best thing you could do right now is talk to the credit bureaus about the debt. Let them say the debt is verified. Once they say it's verified, you gotta ask, wait, who said that this was right? Then they're gonna say, "Hey, they said that it was right." Once they pointed out at the collection company said it's right, then that's when you get to talk to the collection company. So the best thing that you can do is create dispute letters. Now, I was so disgusted today because I got a very bad review because it was a one-star review when it came down to this book bundle. And in the review, so they got all three of these books here, and I just want to make sure I clarify with you all how this stuff is going. So when you all buy these three book bundles right here on TikTok, and I tell you all about your receipt over here, y'all look at me high. I tell y'all about your receipt, and I tell y'all how to get access to the course. So the review basically said that there's no information about inquiries at all. So it says no information about inquiries at all. Y'all don't have any phone numbers. Y'all don't have any letters. And y'all have to do these other things. Y'all remember my house? I was like, hey, if y'all want 6 months of free letters done by my team, then this you got to do, right? They were saying that you have to do that to get your letters. I want y'all to know, y'all, that is not true. And I apologize if I'm not being very clear on how this works. So I'm here going live to be that partner to help y'all get through this book here. So I do it 7 o'clock and 8 o'clock. And then also I'm here to do this book here, which is at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Okay. So I'm here to do this with you all. You can purchase the books and go through it all on your own. Okay. You can purchase the books, go through it all on your own. Whenever you get the books, because none of these books actually have any of the letters in it. It's just all information and tell you everything. Okay. And guess what? What you gonna do with a letter that's actually in the book anyway? That's how I look at it. What you gonna do? Type it up? No, that's not gonna work. And then these letters change. So I can have a letter that's in here. Then if the letter change or you need to switch it up, you get the books 2 years later, 3 years later, the information gonna stay the same in the book. Then now that letter's not any good. There's a new way we got to do it. You're gonna be stuck. So what I did was I created a free course for you all. So you can see right here, you have a QR code right there. It's a free course that you all can actually get into, and you'll get all of the documents. So the person saying, hey, they don't say anything about, well, they said we talk about inquiries in the book, but they saying that I don't have like the way to actually remove the inquiries. We're going to go over that again. So I told y'all for inquiries, you have to call, it's best to call the credit bureaus. I have their phone numbers inside the free course. Okay. Y'all have it in there. Y'all also have a dispute letter that anybody can actually get. Y'all, especially y'all can get it from my house. Y'all know if y'all remember what my house is, y'all can get it from my house for free. It's a dispute letter that you can actually mail in, but all of your documents is in there. And if you count up how many things I have added so far, you probably have like 30 different documents that's available. So I just want to let y'all know that when y'all get this stuff, yes, you can really do this without like the documents. But the thing is, you got to know how to create them yourself. I said, you know what? Let me help y'all with that. I'm going to put a free course together, and that way I can add documents right there within the free course. So when y'all get y'all books, what y'all have to do is y'all just have to um, scan the QR code, and y'all going to see that the QR code is multiple pages within y'all book. So if you all are looking for these documents, they're all right there. And the reason why they're there too is because I have a PDF version and I have a Word version. What are you going to do with a letter that's like within this book? Like, say if this was the letter, what are you going to do with that other than type it out on your own? You really need to copy and paste if it's PDF. That's how you're going to be able to edit it and make it, fill it in. Or you need a Word copy. So that's why I actually created this and put it inside the course for you all. So I just want you all to know that. Now, you all over here, you have to send a receipt because I need to be able to see that you actually did it. But once you do that, then you all will actually get a copy. Well, you actually get the link to the course. Now, the course is free. All you gotta do is put your email address in. You good. You're gonna get in there. So let me put my number down right here, 374-27. But I wanted to clarify that because I'm like, well, maybe I didn't tell y'all this clearly or something. Okay, so um everything I'm talking about that's in these books, even stuff that we ain't talk about. Jake, you turn my TV off. I guess they like you not watching movie no more. Even the stuff that we didn't talk about, somebody said they need the check systems letter. I put that in there for you all for free. Okay. So in here, you get the information. You can actually get the actual documents because even if I tell you that, hey, this is what you need to do to remove inquiries, like today, we're going over removing inquiries from the credit reports. And then, two, I think for the next few days, we're going to go over late payments. There's a letter for free inside the course. As long as you purchase the book, you'll see the QR code you can get in there. Okay. So it's not like it's going to be in the book. I'm just telling y'all that now. It's not like that. I decided not to do that because that stuff can change. Anytime these things can change. And since y'all have the course for free, y'all can go in there literally and download everything. Okay. So I just wanted to make sure I clarify that to everybody. Um, Let me go to our page that we're on again. So we already talked about everything we have to do today. So like I said, make sure y'all send out y'all round one disputes, if anything. And then since we're literally 3 weeks in, I'm really proud of us. That means like I've been here doing this book for 3 weeks. I don't know if all y'all been here for 3 weeks, but the people that have been here for a while, that is really good. And I'm really proud of you all. The biggest thing about all of this stuff is implementing it. So starting tomorrow, we're going to get into late payments, how much they hurt you, how to request a goodwill adjustment. Don't forget I added, and then too, we're day 24, we're going to talk about how to write that goodwill letter. So this is another example of y'all don't even need to know how to write it. I'll tell you why I put certain things on a letter. Y'all can learn how to tweak it yourself, but y'all have literally four letters that can help you get your late payments removed from your credit reports. I tried to make it where y'all literally are not overthinking this. Like literally, y'all are not overthinking this. But I knew I had missed the question, so let me go over here. Let me go back up here and answer. I've been watching videos, but yes, everything is literally there for you online. Yes, everything is there. So I was wondering, why would you give me a 1-star review? And my daughter, I swear she must be the sanity of me. She was like, Mama, just put it in there in the comments. So when people go and look at it, they'll be like, oh, okay. So because you never know. I don't know how they got the book, why they even think about getting the book, what video they watched to make them say, I'm going to buy it. We just don't know. So yeah, that's kind of what it is. But it is everything is literally in there so far. And as we keep going, we're going to have more stuff as we keep going. I'm going to continue to add more things. Okay. So I'm going to continue to add more things in there for you all. But don't forget too, this course is a bonus. I didn't need to do the course. Y'all literally have the books. Y'all use the books. So that's what it is. You really have the book. So having that course is like an extra bonus. So don't look at it as like anything other than this is an extra bonus and I have access to it. Okay. So I think that's really everything I wanted to talk to you all about today. If y'all have any questions, we can go over any questions that you have. I can answer the questions. And then don't forget we switch out at 8 p.m. Okay. And then the 9 o'clock class, they're actually bypassing you all now. So again, we're doing this workbook here. So the 9 o'clock class, they're actually about to bypass you all because they're gonna start doing their inquiries. Oh, I dropped the book. They're gonna start doing their inquiries. Which day is they on? They're on day 5. Yeah, actually day 6, they did day 5 yesterday. Wow. Okay, yeah, they do a day 6. So day 5, yesterday they applied for credit cards. So I showed them my house with credit cards. I showed them how easy get approved for credit cards without a hard inquiry. So they were applying for credit cards yesterday. And today they're removing their inquiries. So today I'm going to teach them how to remove those inquiries in 48 hours or less. And tomorrow I'm going to get into debt validation, goodwill. So this one right here is like the more fast-paced one, but they're going to bypass you all because like we just got out of collections. Now we're gonna talk about late payments for a few days. Late payments is huge, but those collections, y'all, and these late payments, those are things that we need to really avoid. So I need to talk to you all about that for a few days to make sure that we're not having the same problem again. We need to be able to avoid it. Did you download last night? If so, I didn't receive it. Um, you said did I add some last night? Blessed today? You said did I add some more downloads last night? Mm, no, we didn't have anything that I need to download. Did I miss something maybe? Yeah, I don't think we had anything that I needed to download for you all. Everything was already there. And then I opened up the second part of it now too. I just need to continue to edit it. When I say second part, we that 20 to the no, the 21 to through 30. I opened up that part of it. So I just need to go through and edit it, which I'm actually gonna probably do now. Oh, you just making sure because I'm like, hold on. I don't want to miss anything, y'all. No, I actually did not add anything. So no, I didn't add anything. Um, what we did yesterday, we basically went over everything that we already went over. Like right now, when we talked about the collections, it's just straight validation, like debt validation, and then y'all have y'all round one dispute letters. There's nothing additional that we needed to go over. So no, I didn't add anything additional in there at all. So that's all we went over. So now we're about to finish out these collections. Y'all, I just want y'all to know that the collections part, even though we went over so much, is really very simple. And you're very, very welcome. But the collection things are it's very, very simple. Like if they try to put on your credit reports or ask you for money, just say, hey, send me the validation. Validation mean, hey, send me all the documents telling me that who you are, how I owe you, how you came up with this amount. Just send me all the documents and I'll think about it. Okay. That's what that means. Okay. And when it's on the credit report already, you just tell the credit bureaus, hey, remove this from my accounts because this stuff is not right. That's it, that's all. And if they don't remove from your account, then you're gonna send them a letter saying, hey, why are you not removing it from my accounts? Send me all the information you have on it because this stuff should have been removed. And then you ask the company to remove it. Is literally as simple as that. And you all have the letters that you all are gonna need. It's just gonna be about you all actually mailing it out. Uh-oh. I think I pressed the wrong button. Hopefully you all are still here. But yeah, that's so we didn't really have much that we need to go over yesterday. Um, yeah, but we had a good treat yesterday, but it helped me realize that I'm not going to talk about it more. About the sewing part is going to be something that, what can I say? It's going to be something that I only talk to certain people about it. You know, y'all have the book, y'all read the book. Um, y'all just let me know, how y'all feel about certain things, if y'all need help with certain things, but I'm not going to be screaming it from the mountaintops anymore. I don't need to bring extra attention to it, especially knowing that I am seeing that other people are suing and they're not doing it properly. As soon as we start getting to the point where we are properly suing, um, they're going to be very, very mad about it. And we just need to make sure that we're fully protected, basically. So I'm not going to talk about it at all. You know, I'm just gonna leave it at where it's at now. Like I said enough, you know. If y'all know about it, y'all know about it. Y'all hear about it inside the course. We need to kind of keep it under the wraps. Yeah, so we need to keep it under the wraps. Oh, Crystal, you saying hi to Crystal? So yeah, oh hi Crystal. So yeah, we got to definitely just keep it under wraps. I'm not gonna talk about it. I'll talk about it inside the course and stuff like that. And then also, if y'all already have the Sewing to Win book, then y'all basically know how it needs to be done. I literally did not like hold back in what needs to be done. It's just about implementing it. And like I said, I'm working right now to be able to figure out how I can help you all actually do everything. So we'll see. You new here? You ready to improve your credit? Okay, well, hi, Crystal, and welcome, welcome. We are on day 21 in our workbook here. Let me show you. So we're on day 21 in our workbook right here. So you're in the 7 o'clock class technically. So I already went over the collections and how to actually handle them. We talked about that for a few days. Now we're going to get into our late payments. So we already went over that here. So we're on day 21. This one go up to day 75. So our last day is going to be December 31st. Okay, for this one. And then we also have this one right here which is more of a faster speed for people that need to hurry up and get their credit up. You know, they probably already know about credit. It's just about implementing it, having the team, and learning more tricks on how to get stuff done. This one right here is at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So this one right here, I do at 7 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, and then again at 8 o'clock. Hey, Kiana. And then I do this one at 9 o'clock. Okay. And then too, if you have negative accounts on your credit reports, I tell people to definitely get the bundle that you see down below because it's going to teach you it'll teach you the process of actually suing the companies that's on your credit report. So it'll teach you how to sue the collectors, the creditors, and also the bureaus. Yes. So you can easily catch up though this is the thing you have to do to catch up. You need to send out disputes to remove anything that you have negative, like collections, charge-offs, any of those things. And when you actually buy your books down below, you'll get access to a free course that have all of the past recordings. You can just easily watch that stuff and you can be caught up that way. But you have to send disputes. You have to send out disputes to all three credit bureaus. And then also you need to work on making sure you got 4 credit cards reporting. And then you want to work to get the balance down on that. So I tell people the sweetest spot you can be at is 5% or less. Okay. So yeah, if you do that, get that stuff done right away, you'll be able to catch up for sure. Because now we're going to get into late payments, so you'll be on time with your late payments. And then also watch the videos on debt validation. That's if you guys, like if you have collection companies calling you, texting you, emailing you, mailing you letters, then you want to make sure that you learn that so that you can get the letter, which all of the letters that you're going to need is going to be inside the course. You can get that letter and mail it to them. And any mailings that you're doing here, you want to make sure that you're sending it out certified mail. Okay. And even though, like, if you want to just catch up, you can just catch up now and then you can actually start this because I do this again not November, December 1st. So you can actually do this November 1st too. Oh, you're asking what did you miss in today's lesson? So today we talked about, for one thing I said, we're 3 weeks in, so I was happy about that. 3 weeks of consistency. And then today we talked about like how to handle the collections without hurting your credit score. So I talked about um that you can't really hurt your credit score when it comes down to collections because these collections they're already on your credit report. The damage is already done. It's nothing else you can do to damage your credit, like literally nothing else you can do to damage it. But you can hurt yourself if they're calling you, they're texting you, they're emailing you. They're calling you, text you, emailing you, or they mailing you stuff and you're not looking at it at all. That's gonna be the problem. Like if you're not responding to them. Okay, Crystal. So after this, I'm gonna make sure I send you access to the course. And then also when you get your books, all of your books will have a QR code in it right here too. So you can easily just scan it and get access. It's gonna be like right under here. So you can get access. But you should get access to it tonight around like 10 to 10:30 Eastern Standard Time. Okay, so I'll give you access at that time. But you're welcome. But when it come down to the collections, it's basically everything that we talked about. This was our last day literally talking about collections. So for the rest of the book, we should not be talking about collections at all. But I think that y'all should thoroughly know about these collections, how to deal with them. Okay. So you all have the debt validation letter. I said before y'all think about paying them or anything, do the debt validation, period. And just for the rest of our lives, like y'all should know this. If they ever come to you, send you something in the mail, they calling you, all this stuff, you need to mail out the debt validation to them. And then you need to actually make sure that you're sending it certified mail. And then I say don't pay for collections unless it's going to actually help with your credit, and to me, really, unless it's gonna like you already having some type of legal action, that's when I would say actually pay some collection. Like they already sued you, you already didn't answer, you already in court, you didn't ask for no documents. Not even to get the full, like if you owe 2,000, not even the full $2,000. I say, hey, try to see if you can negotiate and settle and bring that down because now your back is up against the wall and it's going to be hard for you to get out of it. So I say that's the only time I would say to actually settle. Other than that, it is what it is. Like, don't I wouldn't settle. And then two, Kiana, I also told everybody that I make the decision that I'm not going to talk so much about suing. I made the decision. I'm not going to talk so much about it. I'm going to talk more about it. Um, Inside of the group that we have, inside of the course, I'll go into great detail in there. And it is mainly based off our conversation that we had earlier. Because I just don't think that everybody needs to know everything, and I don't need us to all be a target in a sense. Just think about it. All of us getting to the point where we're all suing, we're all on the internet doing it, then that kind of helps the enemy work around us. I tell y'all my whole angle on the internet, everybody can hear that, okay? So I'm going to talk more about the suing stuff inside the course, and then also inside my memberships. So I just want to let y'all all know that, but y'all know where I stand with these collection companies, y'all creditors. Y'all know exactly where I stand with all of these different things in terms of paying them. Okay, so that's kind of what that's not kind of that is exactly what we went through today. So that's everything we went through today. So that really everything we had to talk about was those handling the collection. So I said if anybody have any questions, feel free to ask me any questions that you all have. I'll be happy to answer them. And then starting tomorrow, we're going to get into the late payment. So we're going to do goodwill letters. So if you have a collection, not a collection, if you got late payments in your credit reports, we're going to talk about like late payments, how much they hurt your credit scores. I'm going to show you some people that had some late payments, how much their credit scores went down. Like I told you, I had a client that had student loans added to their late payments were added to their student loans, their credit scores went down 200 and some points. It's nothing I can do to help somebody like that. When it actually happened, we gotta they already marked you late. It happened, your credit score went down. Only thing I can say is, hey, now you have to bring them back current in terms of you have to make sure that you call them and you get on some type of payment plan. You have to get on something, and then we can do goodwill letters and we can talk to the credit bureaus, tell them to remove it. Okay. So with the late payments, that's going to be huge because don't forget, late payments is 35% of our credit scores. So I sent out a certified mails first time ever doing it, and it was only $4 to $5. Okay, that's good. And maybe six. They're more like $6. But it's not that bad, especially when you think about the other end of it, like, why you're doing it. So that's good. It's not that bad at all. You just give them the stuff and they're gonna stick it on your envelopes. But I'm glad that you got those out. That's good. Because even when we were having our phone call earlier, I was doing some letters. I had 2 sets of letters that I definitely needed to, get done, but I actually got that done. You can see I didn't get myself together, but I went to the gym, I got my homework done, I'm almost done with my movie. So I'm so excited to actually get back to it. I got a lot of stuff done. So I got my homework done, got the letters done today. I'm all done with the movie. After I get done with this, I'm gonna go ahead and finish the movie and then I'm gonna go set up some more stuff on for the business. And then make sure you all have your late payment letters and stuff like that ready for this week. But yeah, I got a lot of stuff done. So I'm really proud and happy. And I'm happy you did the same thing. Your homework from what? So I'm going to law school soon. So I'm finishing up my bachelor's degree. So I'm finishing up my bachelor's degree. I'm going to graduate next month. I'm very excited about it. No, I'm not gonna end the live until 10 o'clock. You're in the 7 o'clock class. I got 2 more whole classes, but everything that we have to do right now, I went over it. So it's like I ain't got nothing else to say to y'all, but I'm gonna sit here. So if y'all have questions, I'm gonna answer y'all questions. So yeah, I'm finishing up my bachelor's degree right now. So I have 2 classes I'm doing. I already did 4 classes. So I had 6 classes this semester. I did 4 accelerated, and so I can get those done before I start going live for you all 3 hours a day. Um, so yeah, I had to finish up my homework. My goal is by Thursday I have my homework done, even though it's due Sunday, because that allows me time to relax. And to me, that's the top priority. I need to become a lawyer, you know. Yeah, I'm not. So the thing is, you asked me when I'm in the live. So this is the workbook that we're working on. We're on day 21. So we got 7 o'clock class, and then I repeat all of this stuff again for the 8 o'clock class. And then we got the 9 o'clock class, which is this one. And this is Eastern Standard Time I'm talking about. That's this one here. So I'm going to stay on here live until I'm done, until 10 o'clock. And then after 10 o'clock, those people that purchase the books, I go ahead and send them access to the course. So that's what I do. But today we was only supposed to talk about the collections, but we talked about collections for about a week now. Thank you so much, Crystal. We talked about it for like a week, so it's like we it ain't that much we need to talk about today. I was just basically reiterating what we already talked about when it come down to these collections. Send out validation. That's what it is. Hey, Eric, it's going good. How is it going for you? You got your stuff going? But yeah, it's literally just talk about send out validation, send out your dispute letters, and that's it. Because we're not talking about collections no more, which is good. I'm over talking about collections at this point. Collections, I just realized they're the easiest thing because they don't have a contract with us. They don't. They like we never got any money from them. We never directly gave them any information, so it's so easy. But I'm over it now. So we're gonna start talking about late payments for about a week. It's a long time talking about late payments. And then on day 28, well not is it a week? No, for about 6 days. And then we're gonna do our round two disputes. Okay. Are you paying your am I paying my student loans? No, I'm not paying my student loans. No. I'm still in school right now too. I'm just like, please forgive them. Please. I should do like them people do on TikTok. You ever see them put the video there? Please just like, leave a comment so I can pay off my student loans. No, but I don't wanna so right now I'm working so that I don't have to take on any loan for when I go to law school. Are you going to pay them? Yes, I am. Yes, I'm going to pay them if I have to. Yes, I am. I already have a plan on what I want to do with my student loans, how I'm going to take care of them. So I just gotta work the plan basically. But once I get out of school, I'm gonna have to pay them because 6 months when you get out of school, you're gonna have to pay them or get on some type of payment plan, something like something, you know, or ask for them to not make you pay for a certain amount of time. I think we got it like a year we can ask them to not pay for them. But yeah, I'm gonna pay them. I know I'm gonna have to pay them, but I got the full on plan on how I'm gonna pay them. Like I already thought about that. I already was like, okay, this is what I'm gonna do. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm not even answering y'all over here. Let me answer y'all questions. So even order the Sewing Big book. I seen that. Did you? I sent you the access to the course. Did you get it? I texted it to you, and then you didn't text me back last night, Jerry. I was so excited to talk to you, Jerry. Hi, got a default judgment and my only income is Social Security, disability. What can I do? So I'm going to talk to you. I'm not a lawyer. I'm not trying to give you legal advice, but I'm going to tell you what I told a family member that had the same problem. They can't garnish your Social Security. So you didn't get the text? So maybe you got a different phone number. What? No, I took the phone number that's on your complaint. Because I sent you a text last night and then I sent you a text today. Yeah, but Text me. I don't even know that number I be using. Well, you know what? Here's my phone number right here. Text me then. So there's my phone number right there. So just text me then. But when it come down to like they can't garnish your social security disability, so it's up to you on what you would do. But this is what I would do. Also, now I'm thinking about it. But they go back to what I said I'm not gonna do. I'm not gonna talk to y'all about. Well, I can. I'm just not gonna tell y'all the steps. I will actually work to if it's on my credit reports, I'll work to get it removed. And if I can't remove it, I'll sue them. Period. Like I'm not gonna go into details on it, but yeah. Um, are you into premium? I hope John hope Ryan will be a guest speaker for your graduation. I don't know who gonna be a speaker. My last graduation, y'all was the last one there, literally. I didn't even know I could be that late. I'm like, are they even gonna let me in? Hmm? Who is graduating? Yeah. Oh, yeah, no. It's graduating school, hey, I wish I didn't have that debt. It's not on my credit, but they still attack my bank account. What do you mean it's so old? You know we have something called the statute of limitations. So they only had a certain like what state you stay in. They only so we are statute of limitations, y'all. These companies they can try as much as they want. And if we don't, if you got a default judgment, that means you probably didn't show up to court too, huh? Um, but they only have a certain amount of time to actually sue us for the debt. And a lot of that time get eaten up by the original creditor, and then they actually sell it to the collection company. But we have to look at our state, know what our statute of limitations is, and like go from there and just go from there. And then once you know that too, like if y'all get like somebody on here came on here yesterday or the day before talking about how some collection company was suing her in a different state. She stay in one state, they suing her in another state. And I'm like, that's not how it's supposed to go. Um, you can tell them that it's improper venue and that they don't have any jurisdiction over you. And then, well, y'all got a lot of time, I think, in California. Let me see. Yeah, why is Midland Credit trying to teach us about statute of limitations? Like Midland Credit, you're a collection company. You trying to teach us about statute of limitations. There is something else. I used to have a chart. Let me see if I can find a chart. Cause then I can show everybody. So y'all all know what y'all is. Okay, so for California, they're saying that they have for written contracts and open accounts, they have 4 years. Oral contracts, they got 2 years, and then judgments, they got 10 years. So they have 4 years from that debt. Don't forget, but that was from last time they made a payment on it or the first day that they became delinquent, and that was with the original company. So again, you got 4 years. So when you say old debt, because you said it's so old that it's not on your credit reports, and don't forget stuff's on our credit reports for 7.5 years. Like, how did they get away with that? And did you go? So it said you said default judgment. Did you go to court at all? Okay, y'all, here is the thing. Let me share this screen so everybody, y'all to know y'all time, okay? So everybody, y'all know where y'all stay, so y'all start looking out for y'all look out for y'all state, basically. Wait, which one is it though? Okay, is this Forbes? Okay, let me go back. I'm gonna share my screen with y'all so y'all can see it. Okay, here we go. Perfect, perfect. Let me add this on here. Let me show y'all. Okay, so here we are here. Let me clean y'all off. This stuff look a mess. Okay, so here we are here. Okay, so we got the different states. Okay, let me see how I'm gonna get this thing off of there. Okay, I was like, what is this? Click on see more. Let me look to make sure I'm right. Because I know for sure Wisconsin was 6616. Yeah. Okay, let's go up here to. Okay, so we got to know. So written contracts. So many states have different statute of limitations depending on the type of debt. So debts are split into four different categories. We got written contracts, we got oral contracts, we got promissory notes, and open-ended contracts. Okay, so our written contract is a physical document signed by both the borrower and the creditor. It outlines the agreement, including the terms, conditions of the loans, and all that good stuff. So this is going to be car loans and like medical debt. Okay, so think of them as written contracts. Okay, oral contracts. That's when you actually speak between two people. They're not in writing, so they're harder to enforce because they're oral. Okay, but that's not what we're thinking about even right now for our thing. So promissory notes. So similar to the written contract, a promissory note is a written promise to pay. It includes the amount to be paid, who will pay it, the interest terms, the time frame for the payment. So think about these as like a mortgage and student loans. Y'all know what our student loans y'all had to when y'all first. I remember when I first got my student loans, they had us looking at promissory notes. We didn't even know we was getting ourselves into this stuff, right? Um, And then also we got our open-ended contracts. Okay. So our open-ended contracts are amounts that provide a credit line, like our credit cards, most likely. So this means um, even if you owe money, the accounts remain open if you're making payments. You can constantly borrow and you can repay the debt. So yeah, these are like our revolving accounts basically. So our credit cards are a common example of open-ended contracts. So we should be looking more at like written contracts and our open-ended contracts. Okay. So again, these are our states. So y'all please know what y'all states are. So what they said California. So they're 4 years. Okay. So they have 4 years. So 4 years. And then let me pull this up for the people on this end. So remember I told y'all the last date of activity on y'all accounts, like y'all original account, right? For this debt right here, this account right here, y'all will find it on your report right here, date of last activity. This date, this would be marking that date. So we 4 years from this date, y'all last date of activity. Don't forget the collection company mess this up all the time. And not only are they changing the last date of activity on here to keep it on your credit reports, we got to think that they're changing it so that they can continue to be able to sue us, right? So I just need to show y'all that so y'all can understand that. Okay, so Alabama, they're looking at 6 years for written contracts, open-ended open-ended debts, that's 3 years. Okay, so what's some of y'all states? Let's actually make sure that we go into them. Y'all know I'm here in Florida, so we got 5 years and 4 years. Georgia's here, they got 6 years. Oh, Illinois got 10 years and then 5 years. Oh my gosh. Okay. And then you'll be able to see what's going on right there. New York, they got 3 years. That's very, very short. That's amazing. Oh my gosh, look Ohio, y'all. 15 years and 6 years. Oh my gosh. Texas at 4 years. Wisconsin's at 6 years. Pennsylvania, Pennsylvania at 4 years. New Jersey at 6 and 3. Nevada at 6 and 4. So yeah, these are a statute of limited. This is how long they have to actually collect on the debt. Okay. So it's our statute of limitation in years. So y'all know this, y'all know, hey, this debt is outside this time. They can't sue me. That could be a whole reason why you get out that lawsuit. Or even if they get a default judgment, maybe you wasn't served correctly. Maybe that'd be a way that you can get out of that. You know what? I'm glad they brought this up too, because every time y'all ask questions, it's a lot of stuff that we really need to go over. And since we're talking about these collections and how to handle them, then we will know. Okay. So hopefully y'all see our statute of limitations and y'all know how long these companies have to even try to sue us or try to get money out of us too. So my thing is, if it's outside that time, y'all, they can't sue you. What they gonna do? You got to be the person to say, you know what, I'm gonna pay it. If that's what's on your heart, you got to be the one to say that you're gonna pay it. Okay. So if it's outside of statute of limitation, which everybody is scared of being sued, if that's the biggest and scariest thing that we think can happen to us, because having our credit report is not the scariest. It's being sued, and then once they sue, get a default um they get a default judgment, then that's when they're going to try to garnish. So it's so old, it's not on my credit, but they still attack my bank account. So one thing I realized too, is I realized that part of it too. I didn't say anything about that. So when I stayed in Wisconsin, one thing I learned, and I used to start teaching people because a lot of people got garnished. I found out that if you was on any type of government assistance, whether you was getting medical, food stamps, any of that, that stopped you from getting garnished. That stopped you from getting garnished. But the thing was this, it wasn't like a set thing, like, oh, they're on food stamps, you can't garnish them. It was one of the things where you had to file and let them know. So again, if we're not going to court, we thinking default judgment. And then two, if for some reason they get this judgment on you, you have to file something and y'all have to look in y'all state and see if it's the same thing. But I know that was like that for Wisconsin. Y'all have to look in y'all state and let them know, hey, I'm getting this type of assistance. Or two, I think if you have income levels at a certain amount, maybe y'all should look at your income levels. And if y'all didn't think about getting, at least sign up for something. Because if y'all can avoid garnishment, but understand too, y'all have to file something. Y'all can't just say like you shouldn't get garnish. You got to actually file something. And they do give you some time. They should actually give you time so that you don't have to just get attacked. But yeah, I hope that y'all took down y'all statute of limitations, y'all time for that, because that's going to be huge. Okay, so I hope that y'all actually written it down and then y'all know. And then with us talking about collections, this is our last day talking about collections. I'm actually happy that you actually was able to look at that. I hope, let me see if it's a way that I can save this. If it's an image or something, I can add it to the course. Um, Okay, I'm taking a copy of it. I'm gonna add it in there for y'all. Okay, I got a copy of it. So this is perfect. Okay, I'm gonna add it to the course now so y'all have it. And by state. So I'm gonna add this in there for days. I'm gonna do it in two sections because it ain't gonna hurt nothing. I'm gonna put it in there for our 11 through 20 and then also our 21 through 30. Ooh, try not to yawn. Excuse me, y'all. Try not to yawn. It was that workout though I did today. I did a big workout. I was like, I'm happy and proud of myself. Not big, but I did my workout. I did not play no games. So I went straight at it. Okay, so I added it in the 11 through 20, and then I'm gonna add it to the other section too, the 21 through 30. Okay, perfect. And then you know what? Let me add it to the first part because this is very, very important. I'm gonna add it to the 1 through 10 too. Okay, perfect. Okay, perfect. So it's in there now. So now we should all know our statute of limitation by state. Okay, so we should all know what it is by state. We should not be confused at all. So that's good. All right, y'all. So for the 7 o'clock class, only thing I can tell y'all is that we're done talking about collections. Okay. If y'all have more questions about collections, y'all can always ask me. Especially depending on how much stuff we got going on. Y'all can ask me the last 45. I mean, you can ask me the last 15 minutes of the class. Get ready, y'all, because we're going to start doing our late payments. So I'm going to show y'all how to do, hey, Indigo, I'm going to show you how to actually do the late payment letters. Y'all already have them inside the course. I'm going to go in there and show y'all how to do all of them. We're going to go ahead and get those sent out, okay? So that's what we're going to start working on for the next few days, these late payments, working on getting them removed. So y'all be prepared for that, okay? So that's what we're gonna have to be prepared for. And don't forget, y'all document is in the course, so y'all can be able to use that. Okay. Now for the people that's in the 8 o'clock class, so for 9 o'clock class, I was saying how happy I am that we already did we're at our 3 week mark basically of this book. So we're going to talk about today our collections and how to handle them without hurting your credit score. So this is directly tied to actually hurting your credit score. Okay. So that's what we're going to talk about. I'm gonna wait until 8:05 though. Let the last people come in and actually watch the 8 o'clock class. Let them all come in. Okay, and then we're gonna get right on into it. Now we talked about collections for a few days, so we got done very early in the 7 o'clock class. So I don't know how much we got to talk about collections because I didn't say so much. Somebody did bring up, good evening, Drew. Somebody did bring up that they had a collection company has sued them, so they did a default judgment. It was on your Social Security. Oh, you got your first secured credit card today? That is good. That is good. Come back and let me know how much your credit scores go up. That is good. So since they said they had the default judgment and it was getting garnished, we start talking about statute of limitations, which is good because this is something that we need to talk about. So I actually added a new document inside of there because I know Blessed Today Act was a new document, but this is actually really a new document now. I just added it inside of 3 different sections inside of there. So which one you get approved for? That is amazing. That is real good. Baby, I'm not playing. I want my Amex back. It's all about just following the plan. Yes, it really is about following the plan. That's all it really is. Oh, you went through your credit union. Okay, good. That's even better because then you build a relationship with them. A deeper relationship, should I say. They can be like, okay, you doing good. So then they can start just giving you credit cards and everything right through there too. Should I do a pay to delete? So I'm pausing y'all because the last class I told y'all I'm gonna slow down with talking about suing, because I think all that's doing is putting a target on my back, and I want to be able to help y'all further. Let me choose my words wisely. I want to be able to help y'all further without like having so much scrutiny. Like, you know what I mean? I want to be able to talk openly with all y'all. So I said, hey, I'm going to give details and stuff like that within the course. Like, within the course, I'll give y'all details. Plus, don't forget y'all have this to win book where y'all will be able to know like all of the details on how to actually do it. Okay. But I'm not gonna be like, y'all need to do this and y'all know da, 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 da." I don't want to do that because like I don't need us to have any additional targets like at all. I don't want it. I want to be able while I'm going through law school, I want to be able to help y'all under the wraps. I can be able to help so much more of y'all if I just stop talking about it so much, because then I'll be able to be like, oh, here you go. This is what you need. Oh, do this or do that. You know what I mean? I want to be able to do that. Okay, so they said, should I do a pay for deletion? I can say this though, I don't believe in pay for deletions. I believe in working to get the account removed from your credit reports. So doing dispute letters to the credit bureaus, and then also doing the dispute letter after the credit bureau said that the collection is verified, or maybe it's a charge off. I'm not sure. But usually charge offs don't do like pay for deletion. That's usually like collections. But I believe in dispute letters to the credit bureau, second month dispute letters to the credit bureau, and then also the company. And if they don't remove it, I believe in actually taking legal action against the company. So I don't believe in actually us paying them to get it deleted. Okay, so this book right here is how to get money deletions and results against the creditors, collection companies, and the bureaus. So this is what I believe in. I don't believe in us actually paying these companies or doing like pay for deletion. Only time I believe in like pay for deletion is, I'm a real estate broker. So if people are actively buying a house, like you literally under contract, this account just got added to your credit reports, and now the company, the mortgage broker, whoever it is, they saying, hey, we don't think we ain't gonna be able to finance this. I believe in, okay, maybe you should settle that collection out because you already under contract. You already got your house. Other than that, it ain't no rush to me in a sense. I would say go to other routes because you can still get that stuff deleted too. A lot of times too, as much as I'm saying that we should take legal action, y'all gonna find out, especially if y'all never sent out dispute letters, y'all gonna find out some of the accounts y'all was crying about are gonna be deleted the next month. Okay. They're definitely going to be deleted the next month. So today we are talking about handling collections without actually hurting your credit score. And when it come down to handling collections without handling your while hurting your credit score, understand you can't hurt your credit score, especially if the account is already added. The damage is done. There's no further damage that's going to happen. So when it come down to this, I always tell people that if it's already on your credit reports, go ahead and dispute the account, get the thing removed from your credit reports. If they don't want to remove it, then that's where this book is going to come in, where you all are going to take legal action. Okay. So that's how this will work. Now, the only time you could possibly hurt your credit score is this, y'all. So don't forget, we got two sides to it. It's what we know that they're supposed to do and what they know that we're supposed to do. Okay. So what I mean by that is if a collection company is calling you, texting you, emailing you, or they sending you letters in the mail about a debt and you ignore it, especially if they send you that letter in the mail, know that they're tracking it and they're trying to see if you're going to respond in 30 days. If you don't respond in 30 days, you are possibly putting your credit up to say to get hurt basically. Because if you don't respond in 30 days, they have the authority at that point to put that account on your credit report. So if it ain't on there, it's about to be now. So that's why I gave you all that free validation of that letter inside the course, because I said, hey, y'all might have these collection companies just calling. Y'all need to be prepared and y'all need to actually send this thing in. Okay. So that's why I said that, hey, send out the debt validation letter. And if y'all not doing that, then yes, you are actually not dealing with collection companies correctly, and this can hurt your credit score. But if it's already on your credit report, y'all, they already did their damage, okay? And a lot of damage. But we need to avoid them for put we need to avoid them from putting in our credit reports, okay? So when it comes down to all these collection companies in general, I say always send debt validation. If it's on your credit reports, remember you got to talk to the bureaus first for a month and ask them to remove it. They may go ahead and remove the account, okay? And then if they decide that they're not going to remove it, then the next month you want to send a letter to the credit bureaus and also send a letter to that collection company, which is that debt validation letter, basically. Ask and then let them know, hey, this account's on my credit report and you verified it as accurate. Send me all of these documents because I don't understand how you verified it as accurate, okay? Now, if you are in a tight bond, like if they basically got you up against the wall, you already in court, and you know you probably answered the first time, but as soon as they said, for example, they like hey, like from let's say me, hey Rakita, do you know what this debt is? And I go into, hey, yeah, I know about this debt. I you know I had some hard times and I couldn't pay it. And if I get in there and I start accepting these debts, hey, blessings to you. If I get in there and start accepting the debts, y'all, that's I'm already caught up at that point. Now, if I'm already caught up and now they probably tell us to go talk later on, or they'll say, hey, we'll come back to court, we'll talk again. At that point, I would suggest you should probably see if you can do some type of negotiation and settling. Because at this point, you already caught up. You never asked for documents. You just said that it was yours. So now you're not even asking them for documents. You kind of already set up basically. Like that's like somebody say, did you know what? Somebody like, you know what, you did this to that person, they're not here anymore. Did you do it? I think I did it because you guilty. Like ain't nothing you ain't finna get out of that. Like you know what I mean? So that's why I'm saying if you do that, now you gotta accept the plea deal, basically. You got I probably should be a Julie, you can hear me? I think I should be a criminal defense attorney because ever since I watched that one thing, I just think I'm a criminal defense attorney. I think I'll do good with that. But I have to watch my back because I'll be helping them get out. But once you already caught up, then at that point you need to try to negotiate at this point. Like they already caught you, you already admitted to it, you done messed it up, you know, try to see if you can do some negotiation, okay? Now, again, pay for deletion to me, I only think about pay for deletion if y'all literally actively buying a house or something like that. You need this thing off soon. You need your credit to go up fast, but all companies don't even honor these things, okay? And I always say, don't pay a collection unless it's going to actually help your credit score. And that's that's very I was it can actually help your credit score by getting it deleted, but I don't think we should pay. So let me back. I don't think we should pay that way. I really don't. I only think we should pay if it's going to stop legal action. Only way to help our credit score, y'all, is if y'all buying a house or y'all need your credit up today. You don't have time to even think about taking any further action. All this sending disputes to the credit bureaus for 2 months and send out a third one, and then okay, maybe you could take some type of action. Like you don't have time for that. Then I say, okay, maybe you do want to go ahead and settle with the company, okay? But also, I want you guys to track the collections reporting age. So the older the account is going to hurt less. So we talked about statute of limitations in the other class because someone left a comment basically saying that they had a default judgment, excuse me, and their only income is Social Security disabilities. They saying, what should they do? Okay, so I thought default judgment, that probably mean that you didn't go to court. If they're gonna give you a default, that mean you didn't show up. Like they won by default. You got a default judgment. So I talked about the statute of limitations. So these companies have a certain amount of time to be able to collect on the debts. So what we did was when we looking at this reporting age, we actually looked at. So I showed just TikTok. I show TikTok an actual account so y'all can know. Y'all look at your identity IQ, y'all will see the last date of activity. Y'all, that's the date y'all need to go off of for this statute of limitation thing I'm gonna show you. So this is the amount of time that each state have their own time. This is the amount of time they have to actually sue you. Okay. And this goes for the original creditor and also these debt collectors. So we're gonna get into that now. But I said all of that to say this, y'all. You don't want to I don't believe in selling with these collection companies. period. I really don't. Like, it don't make sense for us to do it. It's against what we need in our lives, okay? And even if y'all was to settle, um, what if these companies say that they're not gonna delete it? I remember doing settlements, or I did like I did one of me I settlements. Girl, you did one settlement. I did one settlement when I was younger, and they didn't even delete it. They just updated as paid. I didn't know that I was supposed to have them remove it too. Julie, I gotta crack a joke about you, but I apologize, okay? So I didn't know that I had to get it removed. So like my daughter catching a flight, right? Just about how we just don't know certain things. My daughter catching a flight and she kept getting the emails about, hey, pay to select the seat, pay to select the seat. Her flight is not until what, 4 weeks. So she went and paid for a seat. She was like, "Oh, I just paid for my seats." And I'm like, "What you mean? You can sit anywhere." She didn't know that they'll automatically give her seats. I didn't automatically know that, once you pay this debt, that they're not going to remove it. I thought that that was like what they was going to remove. Like, I didn't know you're supposed to get it in writing and all of these things. So push, turn, and shove, if you were to pay it and they're not going to remove it, they'll at least better update it as paid on your credit report, because that is an additional violation. And they need to change that balance too. Some companies don't do this though, y'all. So y'all need to make sure y'all track that. If y'all do pay it, they need to update the balance and they need to mark it as paid. But let me show y'all this statute of limitations because it's going to be big for y'all. So y'all know what state y'all in. So y'all already know what state y'all in. So now let me show y'all how long they have to take legal action. I'm not trying to be y'all lawyer. I'm not trying to give y'all legal advice. We just looking at this document together. Okay. So let me show y'all. Okay, so here we are here. Okay. So there's different types of debt. Okay. So it's four different kinds. We got written contracts, we got oral contracts, we got promissory notes, and then we have open-ended contracts. So written contracts is when it's a physical contract that's signed by both the borrower and the creditor. It outlines the agreement, including the terms, the conditions of the loan, and it is legally binding. Example include like car loans, medical debt. Think about most of y'all collections will be within this written contracts. Okay, so most of y'all collections would be in within a written contracts. Okay, oral contracts is when um, there's spoken agreements. These are between two people who know each other. Oh, so Kiana, when we was talking that oral contract with the McDonald's. That's an oral contract, which I just don't believe in oral contracts because look, they're harder to legally enforce. You need to have something written. Don't go off of this. Oh, we talked about it. They gonna do this. So don't believe in oral contracts at all. The next one is promissory notes. Okay, so think about this as like a written contract. It's a promissory note. Basically, it's a promise to pay. So think about these as your student loans. Okay, so these are like student loans and then mortgages too, or if you guys are ever do like a hard money loan or something like that, that could be a promissory note also. And then open-ended contracts are accounts that provide a credit line. So think of these as your credit cards. So credit cards are a common example of open-ended contracts. So your credit cards are open-ended contracts, and then when it turn into a collection or something like that, then that's gonna be the written contract. Okay. So y'all get that? Okay. So these are the things. I don't even want to read that part. I want to just show y'all these. So depending on y'all state, remember written contract gonna be right here, and then open-ended debts is here. Okay. So these are your credit cards. These are your written contracts. So think about these are collections. These are your credit cards. A lot of times we're working off of this here, the written contracts. Okay. So Alabama, they're at 6 years. And then for their credit cards, they're at 3. Okay. What some of y'all states? California, that's the person that said they just got sued. They got 4 years and 4 years. And this is from that last date of activity or the last time, basically last date activity. Your last date activity is the last time you made a payment or the first day that you became delinquent. Okay. All right, let's go down and look at your Texas. But y'all let me know in the comments what y'all state, and then we'll make sure we go look at it. Okay, so they got 4 years from the last time you made a payment or the first day you came delinquent to actually sue you. Okay. So we got Maryland in here. Let's see what that's working with. Okay, so they got 3 years and 3 years. Okay, we're gonna look at, let's see what these things are about. So 12 years if the contract or promissory note is under seal. I honestly don't know what that would mean. I'm guessing, in court they can seal some of your documents. So I guess if it's under seal, like if this is sealed like that. Okay, let's look at Missouri. Okay, Missouri. Oh my gosh. Collection companies got 10 years. That's why y'all know what we need to do because that's too long for you to be hunting me. We're going to get this over with today, this year, next 6 months. Ain't nobody got time for this. This is a long time. And then y'all credit cards is 5 years. So that is a very, very long time. And then Texas is 4 years and 4 years. Let's see if they asking anything. Okay, hold on. They saying something. If you were to If you are forced to only work with two banks of credit unions, which one would you go to and why? Sorry if it's off the topic. Um, if I could be honest with you, two banks and credit unions. I would just work with the ones that work with me. I'm not married to none of them. Like seriously, I'm not lying. I'm not married to none of them. Whoever give me what I want, that's who I'm going to go with. Like literally. As soon as they start acting funny, they don't want to give me credit and stuff like that. Well, I'm not going to be here for long. That's just being real. I can't really say to because I talked about Navy Federal so much and so many people talking about how they was racist to them. They was racist to me too. So now I can't even say Navy Federal. So again, once you switch up on me, I got to switch up on you because they not married to us. Why are we married to them? So I honestly can't say that one. Honestly, I can't. So I'm in Texas, so it should be on my credit more than 4 years. So this is not about credit reporting. Don't forget our collections and stuff like that can stay on there from 7.5 years from our statute from our data last activity. So I'm going to show y'all these dates and then I'm going to show y'all where y'all data last activity at. Okay, and I'm gonna help y'all calculate that because that can be a big thing. What if they only had 4 years to sue you, but they at that fifth year, but you didn't know that it started back with the original company, not when they opened the collection or anything. When you go to court, they actually try to sue you. You can literally say, "Hey, it's outside the statute of limitation. They're not supposed to sue me at all." Then it's like, okay, we throwing it out immediately. Ain't no going back and forth, setting up judgments and default judge, none of that. It's like, hey, listen, you are outside the statute of limitation. Don't come in here with that no more. The courts are going to be mad. So that can help y'all out a lot. So y'all got 4 years for collections and 4 years for credit cards. Let me see if I missed some more of y'all. No, I didn't. Okay, so I didn't miss any. So yeah, I actually added this whole thing inside the course. So y'all see it say statute of limitations, SOL. So y'all will be able to see this inside y'all free course. So that's good. Okay, so y'all can go through this list, know what y'all states are, and that'll be good for you. So let me actually stop recording this. Okay, then let me share my screen again. Okay, let's see where I'm at. Okay, good. So when y'all actually see y'all reports, right? Y'all see this data last activity. This is the last time. This date is always messed up. Okay, that's why it's so big that they got to make sure that they put the right dates on here. So this should have been the last time that you made a payment or the first time that you became delinquent. Okay, so let me give y'all an example. So this right here is a Capital One credit card, right? And they're saying that they're 30 days late for this bureau saying 60 days late. We already got problems. Like, come on now, pick which one. Am I 60 days late or 30 days late? So all of these red things show that there's errors. Okay. But if y'all go into the payment history, which is down here at the bottom, okay, y'all go into this, how y'all need to really know how to read it. So let's see if they're right with this last date of activity. So for one thing, they say the last time that they made a payment on this account was in May, August, and May. Okay, so all right, we already know that there's a problem there, right? The last date of activity. So that's the first time that you became delinquent. So the first time that they became delinquent on this account was August of 2020. Okay. So if any of these dates are correct, it's going to be this one. Okay. Well, it could be either of these dates. But again, it should say one date. It's completely. It shouldn't be all over the place. Like, excuse me, it shouldn't be all over the place like this. It needs to be one date, okay? But this is very important because if y'all can catch them up like this, then y'all, this is doing a lot of legal stuff. You ask me, because this is what lawyers should be looking at. Like, oh, this is that, this is wrong, da da da, right? So, and then also, it's the first day that they became delinquent. So that was August of 2020. Okay, so this date is wrong. They didn't first come delinquent in September. Their first came delinquent in August, so we automatically know this bureau is wrong. Okay. Then too, the last time that they made a payment, they said the last time they made a payment was August 1st. It's hard for me to believe that they made a payment August 1st and they still 30 days late. So I think that this is wrong. Okay. They could have made a payment in May. No, I don't like the May either. But guess what, y'all? Y'all see how we thinking is hard? This is none of our business anyway. Have it corrected, deleted from our credit report. We should not be thinking it's hard. Okay. And if y'all go down to y'all collection companies, let me zoom out some. Look at the last date of activity for this company. They're messing our stuff up. Don't forget, our 7.5 years for credit reporting, the account's down there for 7.5 years. It's supposed to go off of this date too. That's why they need to have it correct. Okay. Yeah, it's a lot of stuff wrong with our accounts, but that's why I'm not going to go into detail. I promise I wasn't going to go into details, but that's why what we do over here is if they don't correct it, we actually sue. Okay. So if they don't correct it, we actually sue. Okay. So this right here, you see, is already incorrect. Okay. And then I told y'all with collections, y'all have y'all date open. So I told y'all, so remember I told y'all about last date activity? Our last date activity is the first date that you became delinquent or the last time you made a payment. How is it that the balance and the high credit is the same amount? This is the most you ever owed on the account. They probably got this from the creditor, right? So how is it that this last date of activity is after the date open? It should always be based off of the original creditor. The first time you became delinquent or the last time you made a payment is no way is after they got the collection. That's impossible unless they actually made a payment. But if they made a payment, one of these must be wrong because I don't see no payment happening in here at all. The high credit, that's the most they ever owed on the account. Okay, and the balance, they both match. Okay, so when it come down to these collections right here, you can always catch them up. And what they try to do is when y'all see our collections, every time they report it, so look, the last reported, that means last time they told the credit bureaus about this account, they changed your last date activity date to that. That's why when if they ever try to sue or something, it's the first thing I'm looking at. Do they have the right to do it? What's the last date of payment? As last payment and the first day you became delinquent, and go off of that date and say, hey, is it depending on your state? Don't forget we got our own state. We need to know what our state is. If our state is 4 years, like if it's 4 years and it's this account right here, you know, we can basically do anything with this account because they can't sue us. I would terrorize them with the credit reports, with the credit reporting before, but y'all know I don't do terrorization no more. I'm just gonna, take legal action, period. I'm not going back and forth with these companies because they always do is make y'all spend more money with all these certified letters and it make y'all sad. It's gonna make y'all sad y'all can't get it deleted and y'all think that y'all doing something wrong, but y'all not. Okay. So this is what we're talking about in terms of the statute of limitations. So y'all can see they're different. Last date activity again is problems again. They don't have the correct dates again. Last date activity, but this to me is the most important date on your credit report. The company don't even know it sometimes. They can't even put it on there right, but you know how to calculate it, so that's good. So the date of last activity, this date is after this date. They saying that they paid $1 on this debt. If they actually paid $1, they probably re-aged it, but we don't know when they actually paid that dollar. So we don't know if this date is correct because it seemed like the last time they reported it is the same date that they updated here. So these dates are the same. Whenever I see both of these dates the same, I'm already like, yeah, right, I don't believe you. Like, show me the documents. Okay, so this one right here is a paid collection. Even though it's a paid collection, they still got the wrong dates on here. So remember I told y'all, even if y'all was to pay a collection, all they gonna do is mark it up as paid. We need to actually get it deleted. This is what I'm talking about here. It's gonna say that it's paid collection, but they still got errors. It's still problems with y'all dates. Okay. And these companies, it's gonna take a lot for them to get this stuff together. It is. They gotta hire more people and they don't want to hire more people. And no matter how many people they hire, there's still gonna be certain errors. Okay. And look, these are all of the positive accounts, the accounts they want to stay on their credit reports. They all got errors too. Okay, so it's something that they're gonna have a lot to try to get around that. But that's none of our business. They gotta figure that out. Like seriously, we got enough stuff we gotta worry about in our own personal lives than to be trying to help them fix these accounts. If you want to report it, have it on there correctly. If not, then we gonna make sure it come off of there. Yeah. But did y'all also understand what I was saying about these? If I only had to work with two banks and credit unions, which one would I go with and why? Do y'all understand that? Like when I say I'm not married to these companies, at any point these companies can switch up on us, y'all. I'm telling y'all. They can switch up on us, they can do something that we just don't like, or they can get caught in some type of fraud thing and you didn't even know at all. You found out later on because it's somebody behind the scenes saying something wrong. It's a lot of people, and then they end up doing a class action. Now you know about it, and then now you found out that you was getting wrong. You was getting did wrong. You didn't even know it. So I just don't. Um, I'm not married to none of the companies. The company I be married to is a company that when I ask for a credit card, I get it. When I ask for an increase, I get it. When I get whatever I want, I get it. That's who it's like, okay, I love you. I'm going to talk about you. I'm going to be married to you. But like even like the companies I tell y'all about, I like them because they report. I seen how much your credit score can go up. I haven't heard no big huge thing about how they doing people wrong. So it's like, okay, these are good. Or they can pre-qualify you without a hard inquiry. And I love that. You know. And so that's how I feel about these companies. But let me know if y'all have any questions because all we were supposed to talk about today was those collections, and we kind of already got that done. And then I showed y'all the statute of limitations that's in the course now. And then I also showed y'all that last data activity, which is very, very important. So we're not talking about collections no more. We're officially outside of collections. So I'm happy about that. Like I'm over it now. Like we gotta get out these collections. We gotta get out of I'm done with it. Yeah, and that person that said too, like, I had so much wrong with my report and experiences is verified and correct. Y'all, that is the story of everybody' life. That is the story of everybody' life. Don't overthink it. If they saying that it's correct, then have them send you the documents. They can't send you documents, then you need to just go through the steps. Like literally go through the steps and you'll be happier. Then let them continue to say verify to a judge. Don't let them just keep playing in our face. Cause they like, what you gonna do? Y'all understand how much authority they have. What you gonna do? I'm just gonna keep it on here. Like you gonna fight me and we're not fighting them. So it's something that we're gonna have to just deal with because we're not doing anything about it at all. So like it is what it is. We're gonna have to just be stuck with it. Yeah, so let me get ready too for this thing because I want to make sure I send out y'all messages. I was telling the other ones, I'm so happy that I had got all my homework done today. I'm just so happy. I actually did my two workouts for this week. That's all I saw. So I'm gonna be down to like two workouts. Can you turn Julia? Make sure they turn the TV off, please. Who go see who that is? Huh? You talking to me? What you say? Okay, go do it. Um, I'm happy I got my 2 workouts in. I, did my homework this week, so I'm very, very happy. I'm ending this week off on a good note. So I have nothing to complain about. And then I just gotta finish doing this with you all today for the people that's gonna stay. So today we're gonna talk about the hard inquiries. Did y'all actually so I did see who was that Indigo that said she got approved for a credit card. Oh yeah, she said she went through her credit union. So easy. I've been a member for over 60 years. I mean 16 years. Wow. That is good. So that means when you continue to build a bigger relationship with them, they should be able to give you wherever you want. But as soon as that credit union switch up, it's over. Like the relationship is over. But yesterday in the 9 o'clock class, we talked about actually getting credit cards. So inside of this class too, y'all, this if y'all already followed what I told y'all to do in terms of getting y'all credit cards, y'all now have y'all 4 credit cards. Y'all should be seeing a report to y'all credit reports, and y'all should be making sure that y'all keep that balance low. And then in the 9 o'clock class, I talked about not only getting credit cards, but putting all of your credit cards on auto pay for the minimum payment. So make sure that y'all do that. Literally list all of your credit cards. Oh, yeah. Excuse me, y'all. List all of Jalek, you give me a bottle of water, please? Maybe that can help me sleep longer. I'm gonna sleep good tonight. But listen, all of your credit cards and put them all on auto pay just for the minimum. So you can just go inside of your app. All of you have an app and just put them all on auto pay. Okay, so that's what we worked on in the 9 o'clock class. But again, they're gonna bypass y'all because they're doing everything faster. So unless you actually here for the 9 o'clock, they're gonna actually bypass you. So today we're talking about hard inquiries. So let me actually open that up, and then I'm actually giving you all another hard inquiry letter that you all can use. Because I already have one in there, but I'm gonna add an additional one in there. So let me see. Are they in a bed now? Okay. They just think they could do whatever, y'all. These kids lost it. They're like, she cannot hear us. We gonna do whatever we want to do. Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna add the hard and quiet removal letter in there, and we're gonna create those together. We're gonna fill them in today at 9 o'clock. So we got what 25 more minutes, and then two, I'm gonna show y'all the numbers on how to remove those inquiries right away and with less than 24 hours. That's what I think y'all should do. When y'all get tired of that, like when y'all working on y'all inquiries, working to remove it. I know we haven't talked about inquiries yet in this class. We're going to. Um, but when y'all get tired of them, they won't actually remove them from y'all credit reports, then y'all can go ahead and send out that letter basically. But first, try the other method where it's like 48 hours, they're going to be gone. Okay, good. Do we need to remove her? Yeah, so if you already got accepted for Drew, it's two things when it come down to whether you got accepted or if you got them. Before that account is added to your credit report, it's best to remove that inquiry at that time before it's actually added. Now, if it's already added on your credit reports, you gotta wait till it just fall off. Okay. Yeah, you're gonna have to just wait till it fall off. And that's my homework assignment. Because if you do it earlier than that, they're gonna think that that account is fraud. If you saying you're not supposed to have a hard inquiry, they're gonna think that thing fraud. And then if they think that is fraud, then they're gonna try to just tell a company, hey, this account is fraud, and then they want to look into this, look into that, all this other stuff, and we just don't need that. We don't need them looking into nothing. So we need to just Don't mess with no inquiry at all if you got an account with it. Okay, let's see. Okay. Okay, so I'm adding this into the course and just making sure I have it put up for us for when we go live at 9 o'clock. And I'm gonna have a Word version. Well, I gotta remember my professor tell me to download that in Word too. She wanna see it in Word and not the PDF. Okay, so let me add it to the course now. I'm gonna add in days 21 through 20, and then I'm gonna add it to the 31 through 40. Okay, perfect. All right, y'all, we're gonna be ready. Let me just make sure I do this. Add these files. Okay, perfect. All right, good. Let me see if I'm missing any questions here too while I'm doing it. But I'm gonna stay on here until 9 o'clock anyway. Yeah, I'm gonna stay on here until 9 o'clock. But if y'all have questions, let me know. If not, then I will see y'all tomorrow. We're gonna actually go into our late payments. We're gonna go do our goodwills for about 6 days. And then after that, I'm gonna show y'all how to do round two. So we're gonna actually do our round two disputes. Okay, that's what we're gonna do. So we're gonna start doing our round two at that point. Okay, other than that, I'm gonna get ready so that we can actually be prepared for our class. And let's see. So I just gotta add the documents here. That's a dispute tracking template. Okay, perfect. Okay. Add this inquiry letter to the bottom. So y'all gonna have two of them now. So y'all can pick which one y'all like. Okay, this is good. Okay, let me see y'all. All right, I got my homework assignment done. So y'all have no questions, I'm gonna submit it. I haven't submitted it yet. Let me just double check everything. Okay. Okay. Download Word document. Okay. Homework is submitted. Perfect. Okay, good. I'm gonna run out of these. Run from these glasses, but it's freezing mine. So y'all already got 1, 2, 3 more weeks of work. So that is good. I'm so excited about that. Let me close those screens for they change their mind. I don't want to change their mind at all with that. Julie, did you finish your homework for this whole week? Okay, that's good. You got your homework done. So, all right, look at us being successful this whole week. Staying on top of what we need to stay on top of. Being consistent. Okay. All right, y'all still here, huh? Y'all don't have any questions? Y'all gonna wait for the 9 o'clock class? Y'all already waiting on the 9 o'clock class to come? I should just go ahead and do this right now too, since I'm already ain't got nothing to do. I gotta do this thing. Do you have access to Navy? Yes, I have access to Navy Federal. I have Navy Federal accounts, business accounts, credit cards, personal accounts, and then I gave my kids access too. So I signed them up for those accounts too. So they got access too. But I was, if you want to, do you want to get access to it? Is that why you were kind of asking about it? Yes. Okay, so I will. So we talked about Navy Federal already, and we was talking about how to get access. So what I told them is how I got access. So how I got access to Navy Federal is I called them on the phone. I did not do the online thing. I called them and said, "Hey, I need to." You want to see what the hype is about? It's a hype. It is a hype. But I told them that, hey, I wanted to set up a savings account with them. That's it. I didn't ask for a credit card, no nothing. And they was like, hey, how do you qualify for it? And I was like, oh, my granddad was in the Navy. They didn't ask for any documentation or anything. They just let me right on into it. But that's how I got access. So like it's literally as simple as that. Let them go ahead and sign you up for your savings account, and then you can just go from there. I thought I already had the thing, so I don't know. Let me go back to this back. But yeah, that's how you gonna get your Navy Federal account. And you know, Navy Federal do got a lot of stuff. They got stuff for people to build credit. So it was actually it was a woman. I was there, like I think I was on the phone and my baby was like making noise in the back or something. So I started just talking to her about, hey, you got kids? Oh no, I just have grandkids. You know, we just chit chatting. So I was able to just get through that. They didn't, but I hear that a lot. So don't overthink it. Try it. If it worked for you, good. Period. Like, you know, don't overthink it. This is one of the things where just try it, see if it worked for you. Somebody, even before I started doing the classes, is like, hey, I heard you talking about in your videos right here on TikTok. I heard you talking about in your videos. I want to get a Navy Federal. And I was like, hey, just call. They said they ended up doing it online and still got access. But you know, sometimes they can double back and ask for verification. So I just like to call. Like call, get your savings account. Once you get in there, then you can get whatever accounts you want to actually get with Navy Federal. So that's what I would suggest. Dang, I don't even have this here. I thought I had an account there. So yeah, don't overthink it. So tomorrow, shoot, maybe they even probably open right now. You can call them right now. Get off of here and go call them and see if you can get through to them. Yeah, see if they can open up your account back. Oh, they tried to get it back on, I guess. See the details of it. Let's see. Yeah, what should be for all the work? So I just basically have the membership. So if people get the books and actually go through the 6 months of they can get inside the membership for like $29. So when you're inside the membership, it's basically we'll send out any letter that you need to have sent out. It's no fee. That's literally what it is. Only thing you have to do is have access to the membership. So you'll be in like a whole separate course than the one that you all will have. You'll be in a whole separate course that's literally just all about disputing and getting credit cards. And then two, at that point, you can have access to us, ask us questions, have us send you certain things, or if you have problems arise, you can have us look at everything. But that's literally the fee. But it's more uh, a customer service based thing. Like if something was to happen, like some people have me send out all their letters for them. They get that for free through their membership. Only thing they got to pay more for is if they want to send it certified, because we have to send these out certified. That's all they're going to pay more for. But they can get any letter sent out in general, like not certified. If you decide not to go that route, then we do have three different payment options that you can do. Oh, I see. You need some help over there. Um, no, I think I'm coasting. I think I'm doing good right now. I think I'm doing good. Um, only thing I need help with is just getting these attorneys in order, getting them in line. Like if I can tell you the truth, it's just really these attorneys. Like, but I think that's not we what we gonna do. That's it. Like it is, we gotta deal with them. Do you provide guidance on business accounts? No, I don't do any type of business accounts or anything like that in terms of talking about it. I just do my things on my end and that's it. I don't provide any guidance or anything on it. I don't do any business. The most I do with business is just help make sure that your stuff is together so you can go over to get the business credit. Some people say, they don't want to have, you can't have any inquiries, you can't have any negative accounts. So I help people just get set up with that, and then y'all can go and get business help wherever y'all want to get business help from. Ever since I got into this sewing thing and I've been on my track so I had two things because I said, okay, I'm gonna go into the business part. I'm gonna talk business. I already talk personal, or I can actually go and be a lawyer. So I decided to go the lawsuit way, like decided to be a lawyer because I feel like that's what we need. It's gonna be so, so important. If we don't have that aspect, a lot of people never get into the business part of it. So I decided to go the other route. But I like the credit plug. I don't know if you heard them. I like the credit plug when it comes out to business. I feel like he got that unlocked. Like we don't need to look no further. He doing his thing. Yeah, I think that he doing his thing. Let me see, where is this? Oh, let me see. Let me see if I can. I might have to do it like a sticker, I think. I don't know. The other way. But this is business credit. Credit plug. You see it? So they'll talk about the business credit part of it, of everything. Okay, I'm gonna have to do this later. Why do I keep yawning? I must be really tired, y'all. I had plans for after this. We only got one more hour though, so we're gonna get into our inquiry removal, and this shouldn't be that hard. Oh, you know what? There's one more thing I gotta get. I gotta pull up though, y'all. I just thought about it. No, I know I ain't gotta pull it up. Y'all can get inside, of course. As long as I got that letter, that'll be good. Do the actual letter, and then y'all call them. Come here, Joshua. This way. Come this way. Why do you choose to continue to be disrespectful? Aren't you supposed to be in the bed? Why are you not in the bed? Hmm? No, when I go live, y'all need to go to bed early. Go put your pajamas on and go to bed. I've been told you that earlier too. He sure thought, didn't he? Okay, y'all. We got 5 more minutes, y'all. Then we're gonna get into these accounts. But hold on one second, y'all. I have to look at this thing. I really do. I have to. One second. Cause what is it? What the heck? Okay, I have to look at that, y'all. So what can I get inside of this? Okay, good. No, I'm actually in Florida. I actually thought about moving to Texas though, but the way the weather's set up though, I feel like it's gonna be colder. I wouldn't do it now. But no, I'm in Florida. No, I got 3 more minutes, so I just figure I'll do this work until the next class finna start. What time this is. Okay, perfect. All right, y'all. So I did a little work on here. Y'all did a little work over there. No, but the 9 o'clock class is officially starting, y'all. So we got 1 more minute to start. So we're gonna do this book here, which is the Raise Your Credit Score, 100 points in 30 days. Yesterday we went over getting those accounts. Okay. So today we're gonna go over removing those inquiries from your credit reports. So that's what we're gonna do today. We're gonna work on our inquiries. Okay, so I'm gonna give y'all some time. I'm gonna give you all into 9:05 for y'all to come in, and then we're gonna work on removing those inquiries from y'all credit reports. What am I looking for? Oh, let me see my change. Okay, so that's good. I'm so proud of myself for getting that done. That is really, really good. Okay, perfect. Oh, hey, Unique. I think I did yeah, that was you who I did, right? The letter today? No, that was somebody else. No, no, no. I keep saying that. No, that's somebody else. Unity. I'm not keeping this switched up. But how are you doing this evening? You received your books today? I didn't even see that. You received your books today? Okay, perfect. I'm happy about that. A lot cheaper and you have free rent. What you mean free rent? I wouldn't like that having tenants. I want them to pay. I want them to pay. Okay, perfect. Okay, good. That's really good. And then did you get the package of them? So you was able to get this one here? Did you get the package? Okay, let me look over here. Okay, good. Start reading this. Everything else we kind of go over here. You know, you can fill it in. You only got a little bit of work, but make sure that you read this. Like before the month is over, read this. And you know it's really thin. It's not that much. It's straight to the point. No sugarcoating, no telling you about nothing you don't need to know about. Straight to the point. I hate when I read books and it's talking about stuff that I don't even need. Like, why are we even talking about this? Y'all just filling my head with nonsense. Hey, Colleen, how are you doing today? See, Colleen came in. Did y'all actually go and apply for those credit cards y'all was supposed to apply for yesterday? Y'all know we supposed to have the 4 credit cards. Everybody, did y'all go and apply for them like y'all was supposed to? Or is everybody at there for? Because I showed y'all the credit cards y'all need to get if y'all want to be delusional and y'all just want to get those credit cards. You know, get some credit cards y'all know. You applied to about 5 of them. Oh, you missed yesterday? So yesterday, all we went over is put all your credit cards on auto pay, and if you don't have at least 4 of them, apply for more. Can I do a recap for yesterday? Yeah, we got 3 minutes. Let me hurry up. I can do it. Okay, let me show y'all. So the recap is just this. All of your credit cards need to be on auto pay, period. Okay? They all need to be on auto pay. Okay. And I said, hey, y'all need to have at least five credit cards. I mean, not five credit cards, four credit cards reporting. Okay. I can't pin anything, but you can screenshot. Okay. So I took y'all to my house yesterday. Everybody came to my house, right? So everybody came to my house yesterday, right? Screenshot, screenshot, screenshot. Everybody came to my house and I said, let's go down here and make sure y'all have four credit cards. So this is the pre-qualified no hard inquiry. I said, hey, I want y'all to go through this full list, right? And look at these cards and list the cards 1 through 10 and say which ones you want to actually get approved for. Just list the 1 through 10. Okay. And I said all of these credit cards can pre-qualify you without a hard inquiry. So that means that if you wanted to get the Walgreens credit card, they're going to tell you yes or no without a hard inquiry. So I said, hey, go through this list and list them 1 through 10. Okay. And then I want you to go and apply for each one until you get to your four. So if you only need to get two more credit cards, start at the top to the number one cards you want to get, pre-qualify for it. If they give it to you, good. Now you only need one more. If they don't give it to you, fine. Go on to the next ones because you got 9 more that you have to do. So keep going until you get approved for your total of 10. And then don't forget when you all purchase the books down below, you guys have access to the course. You can easily watch it. Okay, if your couch is frozen, then just unfreeze it while you go through this process, and then you can add the freeze back on. So all of these cards can actually pre-qualify you without a hard inquiry. So I said, hey, be delusional, list it 1 through 10. And if you already got one credit card, you just need three more. It's as simple as that. You just need to get three more. And I said, hey, just go through your 1 through 10 list and apply until you hit three. So that's basically what we talked about today. I mean, yesterday. Okay, so that's what I went through with you all on yesterday. That's what I went through with you all yesterday. The reasoning around freezing your credit reports is nobody can get access to it. You don't never have to worry about identity theft. How you gonna break into someone's credit report if you got a freeze? Like even you can't even get into your own credit reports unless you remove the freeze. In terms of you can't apply for things unless you remove your own freeze. So while they talk about LifeLock, all this stuff, you can do your own LifeLock by just freezing your credit reports. So that's the reasoning behind it. Like even if you was to apply for a credit card, you're welcome, Tiffany. They'll say, "Oh no, unfortunately we can't approve you. We need you to unfreeze this," which they'll say TransUnion, Equifax, or Experian. Or they'll say two of them. We need you to unfreeze your TransUnion credit report so we can approve you. Once you unfreeze your TransUnion credit report, come back to us, and then we can approve you. So you yourself couldn't get into it. You have to call TransUnion or go online and unfreeze it. Okay. Now today, like yesterday, auto pay for all of y'all cars too for the minimum payment, period. Okay. I always talk about that one person, me being a real estate broker, I'm thinking I'm just gonna help them get them a house. She had a $5 minimum payment. She did not have it on auto pay. She did not pay it, and they marked her late. Once they marked her late, y'all dropped her credit score so much. And don't forget when y'all buying a house, they don't want to see any late payments within the last year. Sometimes they can get down to 6 months, but when the last year, they don't want to see it, period. Okay. So that's what we talked about yesterday, auto pay, and then y'all making sure y'all have four credit cards and y'all keep the utilization low. So y'all don't want to get these four credit cards and use too much on them. Okay. Now today we want to talk about hard inquiries. Okay, so I have a dispute letter that it's already in y'all course. Y'all to be able to use it. I'm gonna go over it with y'all now. We're gonna fill it out together. That what y'all want to do is y'all want to send this into the credit bureaus for y'all to get your hard inquiries removed. Now, to me, this is the second step. The first step is call each credit bureau. Y'all have the phone numbers in sections 1 through 10 inside the course. So y'all have the phone numbers. So what y'all want to do is y'all want to call them and y'all only want to give them two or three. Don't give them, you got 20 inquiries. Don't give them all 20. They already know what you up to. We're not going to remove these inquiries. So what you want to do is you want to give them two or three inquiries and you want to basically um say, hi, I see these inquiries on my credit reports, they are not supposed to be here. And then you say, 1 second, let me give you the name of them and take y'all time. Don't seem confident. Y'all seem too confident. It's not gonna happen. Okay. So y'all want to be like, oh wait, hold on. It's a Navy Fed or can you see that on your end? Am I saying it right? Okay, yes, you see that. Okay, that's one, and then it's a Capital One on here. And then I see another one with Discover. Yeah, these are not supposed to be on my credit reports, and I need to get them removed as soon as possible. Now, Experian, when y'all call them, they're going to be the easiest to get removed. Leave me alone. I'm just telling y'all the truth. They're going to be the easiest to get removed, okay? They're going to be the easiest. The other bureaus are going to they're gonna they sometimes it's a hit or miss kind of thing. Y'all got to hang up, call back. It's one of those things. But I remember when I remember like with business credit, y'all, they be charging $100 per inquiry to get removed. And that's what they do. They just sit on the phone all day until they get removed. Or they'll send a letter in. So yeah, y'all, we got this, okay? Yes, you can't play about these. Like you gotta don't be seem like y'all know everything. Like that's just being honest. Okay. So y'all have the phone numbers for them. So everybody understand that. You literally gotta call TransUnion and Equifax. Y'all probably have to call more than y'all need to, but it is what it is. Do you want your inquiries removed or not? Okay, that's the best method, like the best method, because this thing gonna be removed in 24 to 48 hours. Y'all don't have to spend no money. Y'all have to just spend y'all time on the phone and y'all have the numbers inside. Y'all have the numbers inside the course. Okay, it's in sections 1 through 10. And I suggest y'all, if y'all was to call any number, call the fraud department. Y'all don't have to say fraud, but you call in there, they're gonna see that you own something. Like, you know what I mean? You ain't say it, they said it, you know. Kind of like how these collection companies be like, we didn't say this or we did you we insinuating that it is what it is. So it's the same thing with us. We call it the fraud department, that's when that stuff get handled, okay? All right, everybody good with the calling part? Everybody understand the calling part? Because then we can do the letter part. Now, the letter part, y'all don't like as much because a lot of times they're gonna say inquiries are a factual thing. We cannot remove it. Da, 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 unless this inquiry is really not yours. And then if it's really not yours, then um maybe you can get them for like permissible purpose or something like that. But other than that, y'all calling them is going to be the best thing. Like calling them. All right, y'all ain't got nothing to say about it? All right, let me turn this thing around. Okay, let me turn it around. Don't forget too, when you all purchased your books, if y'all don't have access to the course, y'all will get access to the course. Somebody left me a bad review, which bugged me out. I was like, what the heck? They left me a bad review in my TikTok shop saying that y'all don't have no access to letters. Only way y'all get access to letters if y'all purchase y'all credit reports, or I make y'all do a lot of stuff to get access to letters. And that's not true. All of the letters that y'all need, they are already inside of the course. So this inquiry removal letter, y'all been had this since y'all started this whole thing. Okay, so this already been in there, and then I just added another one in there so that y'all can mix it up. You're welcome. So if y'all see, once I get y'all books, I'll have the QR code. And don't forget, I'm texting y'all all right away too, like within 24 hours. Hey, this is access to the course, basically. So it's no excuse people saying that they haven't did it. I got the book but haven't started yet, but will. Okay, April. Get it. Make sure you get inside the course too. That's gonna be the biggest thing. So y'all don't have to do all of the other things. What they was referring to is if y'all want 6 months of letters. So if y'all want 6 months of letters, yes, y'all got to get y'all credit reports. And telling y'all to do that one thing, that's step number one, that free, that basically you're following. Y'all know what I'm talking about with YT or whatever. You can't do that, then you don't need to get 6 months of letters done by my team for free anyway, like for real. We know the truth. Some people, wow, yes, but they left it on the shop. So everybody else that come in there, they don't know. They think, oh, I don't need to do this. I just wanted to make sure that y'all know, just in case y'all are watching, while I'm saying this, and that, y'all might think that y'all need to go through the step for the 6 months. Y'all don't need to. Y'all automatically get access. And then when y'all get y'all books directly from me, from the TikTok shop, my daughter literally put a sticker in all of them. And she put a sticker in 3 different places in your books. So you got one on the cover, you got one on your first page. page and you got one all the way at the back. So it's no reason why you can't find this thing. So you just scan it and get inside the course. And I'm texting the link to everybody within 24 hours, as long as you're buying it on TikTok. So y'all got access to all this stuff. At this point, we have over like 30 different downloads in there. I'm giving to y'all. So I hope that y'all take advantage and y'all actually use it. If y'all have questions, definitely let me know. But yeah, let's get into our inquiry removal letter, okay? Because it's gonna take us a little while. Okay, so let me take off some of this stuff that we got over here, okay? From when we was doing so much stuff before. Okay. Okay, you just got in the course. Okay, good. And you can see all of your downloads and everything, and it's all free. All you have to do is put your email address in, right? It wasn't no big hassle. Like, just put your email address in. Okay, I'm happy that you got in there. Okay, good. Yeah, because that's where all your documents at. People's like, the person said you should add it in the book. So what you can do, type the whole thing yourself. This is the best method. Like, what do we add all that in the book? No, y'all go in there, y'all can download it, and I add the Word version, so like y'all can edit it like this. If y'all got it in y'all book like this, what y'all gonna do? Type it word for word? No, y'all need to have it like this, so y'all can do it in Google Docs, or y'all can do it in Word. Okay, you can see them. Okay, good. Yeah, I just want to make sure y'all can use them. I'm trying to get comfortable. So we do this letter. Okay, good. So this is what it looked like when y'all actually get your inquiry removal letter, okay? Okay, so this is what it looked like. Now I actually copied it over. Y'all know y'all got your own little thing. 9 p.m. class. Y'all got your own thing. This is where we had did our dispute letters before. So remember our dispute letters that we had did before? That's what this is at. Okay. And then y'all had your debt settlement letter. So this is a debt settlement letter that I created for you all. And then this was our old inquiry removal letter. You still can use this one, but I say switch it up. So if one letter don't work 1 month, you got an extra one, okay? This our debt settlement letter. That's not for inquiries. And then this is the letter for validation of debt. And then this is the unauthorized hard inquiry removal, okay? So what you want to do is you want to fill out all of this information here. So I got one hand. I'm gonna try to, or Jalea, can you help me? Let's see. Can you help me set this thing up so I can just type instead of being one-handed? That way I'm not rushing y'all. We got time. So yeah, this is live right now. Somebody said, is this live? Yeah, this is live right now. I just want my daughter to help me set this up, y'all, so I can. Okay, now let's see. Okay, hold on. Remember, somebody said they don't like that angle, so like how it's angled, they don't like that. So bring this down. And then make this feel more like this. Like this. This is good. All right, that look good, y'all. Y'all like that? And then what I'll do is I'll make it bigger. All right, y'all like it like this? Okay, I love it. Kill, I know you just said I have some great kids. I'm gonna let them. They all doing good. So I'm gonna let. I got great kids, but they so just trying to get over on me. Okay, y'all. So let's do this. Let's make this bigger, son. Okay, good. All right, y'all. So y'all know the routine with this. I like to fill in all this information and then we'll copy and paste it 3 separate times. Okay, just because it'll be easier. Okay, so let's go ahead and make us. This information is not fake. I mean, not real. You all. I'm just making up stuff. It's some stuff I just like to put every time because I'm not used to it. So Monique Wells. Put your address on here. Okay, and then put your email address on here. Now you don't have to put all of this stuff on here, but again, we just trying to make them feel comfortable. That's all I'm gonna say. We're trying to make them feel comfortable. And then we're gonna call them. Let's put today's date. Okay, good. Now we want to copy our name. Let's take the boldness out. We want to copy our name and paste it down here. I'm not putting no signature on here. If anything, I'll just do it like that. All right. So we got that done. We got all our information in there so far. Now, only thing that we're missing at this point is we're going to have to fill in what's the name of the credit bureaus, and then we're going to have to fill in all of this information here. Okay. So we're going to have to fill in all of this information here. So let's go ahead and copy this. Let's put it on its own page. Okay, perfect. Let's put this on its own page. Okay, good. So we just making sure we got 3 letters because we got 3 bureaus, right? What are y'all saying in the comments? What am I using? I don't know what you're referring to exactly, but this is Google Docs, and then I'm using a tripod to hold up my camera, if that's what you're referring to. Okay, we're gonna get the address to the credit bureaus up here. So let's copy it, and then we're gonna add it into our letters down at the bottom. Okay. Okay, so this one is going to be our Equifax. This one is going to be our Experian. And then this one is going to be our TransUnion. Now, it looks like they're off center. It's fine because we're going to go back and fix it. Now, when y'all get y'all credit reports, y'all will be able to see who y'all have y'all inquiries with. So when y'all do remember let me come up here. Because so y'all remember my house, right? And then this. So yeah, if y'all do the identity IQ for $1, y'all will know all of y'all inquiries. Okay. And also Credit Karma. Credit Karma have them too, but you won't have your Experian. You'll have to go to the Experian. You'll have to use y'all Experian to get that, okay? Oh, thank you so much. Okay, thank you so much. Okay, so now that we know that, y'all, let's act like the accounts that's on our credit reports, let's act like these are our inquiries, okay? And what we're gonna do is we're gonna act like wherever they're reporting, they're gonna act like that's really what the inquiry is. So since this one is on all three, we're gonna just add it to all three, okay? This is just an example. That's it. That's not true. This inquiry came from one bureau, if y'all understand what I mean. One bureau had this inquiry. And then when y'all do the identity IQ $1, they'll tell you Experian gave this hard inquiry. Y'all look on Credit Karma, y'all will be able to see, hey, these are all for TransUnion, these are all for Equifax, and then the Experian app will say, hey, these are all for Experian. Do y'all get that? Because y'all have to make sure that y'all only send a letter you have to only send it about this company. Is this only in physical media or is it PDF format? The only thing that's physical are the actual books. And I tell y'all, the best part ain't the books, it's just the guidance. The best part is the actual course, which everything is digital. we need for teaching lessons. No, I actually don't teach lessons. I'm sorry. You know they be having that at the public library though, honestly. That's who taught me how to use my iPhone. Yeah, I felt so embarrassed, but they taught me how to do really good with it. Oh, you said it too right there too, Kiana. Okay, so I don't feel embarrassed. It is what it is. They teach there. They do. They do teach Word, and I had to take a class in college. They had made us take a computer class. So this right here is not advanced. And then too, for typing and stuff like that, it was a special class I took. I'm gonna take playing the SpongeBob game. That's on me that. Oh yeah, I don't have them digital at all. But did y'all understand what I was saying about these inquiries? Like how to find them? Because that's the biggest thing. Do y'all know how to find y'all inquiries? And remember, they're gonna be Credit Karma, Experian app. Yeah. So, Kiana, remember the Identity IQ $1? All the way at the bottom, you'll see all of your inquiries listed. Okay. Okay. Yeah. So, and then too, don't forget Credit Karma. Not only just Credit Karma, the Experian too. Experian. Remember we downloaded all that? They'll have inquiries. Then click on that. You'll see all your inquiries for that specific bureau. But just for information purposes only, I'm showing y'all this. Let me see if they have a question. Well, them things, and ask them too. Unique. Ask them too to see if there's a way that you can tell you had the money to pay that. Ask them, is there something else that you could do other than paying that? If that's what they're telling you, you have to pay for those student loans. How much for the course and give it? So just buy any book then. If you just want the course, buy any book, you'll get the course for free. The course is not for sale, it's for free. So buy any books that's within a TikTok shop and you'll get the course for free. Okay, so everybody know once again, if all three doesn't match, then I'm good, right? I think you're talking about something else because when we only talking about your inquiries, let me actually get a report, y'all. Okay, so let me see. Okay, let me y'all look at me for a little bit. I'm gonna just pull up somebody inquiries because y'all can't see their personal information anyway. Because I need y'all to understand this. This is gonna be let me no hard inquiries. You only get a hard inquiry on one bureau, so they're never gonna match. It's only gonna be on one specific bureau. There's no way that they're gonna match because again, there's on one bureau. But don't trip. Let me show you because I want y'all to understand this. I don't want y'all to we gonna really just pull up somebody's stuff and I'm only gonna show y'all that hard inquiry part. And yeah, that's what we're gonna do. That's what we're gonna do because you're not gonna get no information off of their stuff like this. Let me come over here to like somebody's old and active. Okay, let me see. Download their report. Wow, I pulled up one person. You got one inquiry. What are they gonna do with one inquiry? Okay, let me see. I'm gonna look some more. We need a nice amount of inquiries. Yeah, inquiry and a collection is different. Trying to get right so I don't have to. Let me see. I'm gonna show you so you can understand. Now this is a perfect example, y'all. Perfect. Okay, let me pull up the credit reports over here on this end too. Let me pull up that letter that we just was doing. Cause then we can just do it right here. 9 p.m. class. Okay, y'all, I got it. Because I need y'all to understand this for sure. Okay, and then let me see. Let me share this, and then we're gonna be doing the inquiries. So I'm gonna show y'all the inquiries because they got a lot of inquiries. Share window. Share. Okay, I gotta share it this way because it's the only way y'all gonna be able to see it. Okay. Okay. So I got the shared. So these are the inquiries. Let me. Okay. So this is when y'all do the thing at my house that I showed y'all, and y'all had identity IQ. This is what it looked like. Okay. This is the name of the company, right? This is the type of business, whether it's a bank, a credit union, finance, personal. This is the date of the inquiry. And then this is the actual bureau that they pulled from. Okay. So it's a lot of them. Okay. A lot of them. So let's try to just go through some, as many as we can. It's probably just try to do like 10 of them. So we have our letters pulled up. Okay. Let me just make this part of it bold so I can know where to come back to easily. Okay, perfect. So now we got it starting with Equifax, okay? So, let me come back. Let me see. So look, this is what we got to do. We got to get the name of the company and then the date of the inquiry, okay? So let's come over here and see. So this is the name of the company and they're on TransUnion. So we only gonna add this to our TransUnion letter. So you get what I'm saying, Killa, about it's not gonna match. They literally only pull one bureau, okay? They literally only gonna pull one bureau. Like this one right here, it pulled two bureaus. The PayPal, it pulled two bureaus, but that's rare. You're not gonna really see that. One main right here, they pulled two bureaus too, but that's rare. That's rare. So this right here, this ain't got nothing to do with matching, like how our collections and stuff had something to do with matching. This have nothing to do with matching. It's all about you got this on this bureau, remove it, period. Okay, so let's add this to our TransUnion credit report, which is at the bottom. So this is the name of the account. And then also this is the date. So copy the name and the date. Okay. I don't know how to copy. Y'all, we gotta just copy it here. I didn't like that. Okay, so now what we gotta do is we gotta find our next one. So our next one is gonna be this Destiny credit card. And y'all should probably take notes on these too if y'all want to know which bureau they're gonna pull from. Da, 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 da. Y'all can see it all on here. Okay, y'all will be able to know which bureau they're gonna pull for. So the Destiny credit card they pulling from TransUnion. Okay. I didn't know Fingerhood was still around. So let's put this on our TransUnion now. So paste it right here. Okay. We're gonna have to format this though, y'all, because it's not lining up right. Like take a highlight and I'll take the things and all this stuff off. But that's a whole nother thing. Let's copy this date. Remember, I didn't like what the how it looked if we just to paste it here. Actually, don't look that bad for this one. I don't know what happened to the other one. Okay, so that's good. We're gonna leave that there. So our next one is actually gonna be on our Experian credit report, which is this Fingerhut web thing. So this right here is the one. So remember, y'all went to my house, right? Right? You know, you went to my house. Oh, excuse me. At the top it says sell, and then you come down, and then $1. Okay, this what we're using. This is what we're using. That's how we're looking at all of these together. Remember, I said Credit Karma can show you TransUnion, Equifax, and Experian app can show you Experian. Okay. So let's go ahead and put this on our Experian letter. So here it is here. Let's paste the name here. And then let's copy the date of the inquiry. Let's paste it here. Okay, perfect. So y'all literally just gonna go down this list with y'all inquiries. Remember, I told y'all it's best to call though. Y'all can get them removed in 24 to 48 hours. Okay. This way it's just mailing it in. So this next one right here is on Equifax. So since y'all mailing it in, y'all just literally copying and pasting it to this letter that y'all have for free inside y'all course. As long as y'all bought the books, y'all should have access to the course. And for the people that just bought them today, I'm going to give you all access. Okay, can y'all see what I'm doing? I'm literally just copying and pasting it. Once we get done adding them all we gotta do is just send them out certified mail. Y'all can send it regular mail, but that first one, I would rather send it out certified mail first. Okay, so this one right here, this one is reporting on Experian. Can y'all see that? Okay, so let's go to our Experian letter, which is here. We see it's Experian, right? We just want to paste it here. That's the date right there. So we want to paste the date on there. Okay, I must have, let me not copy it that way because they don't like that. Okay, perfect. Okay, so far so good, y'all. Y'all don't have any questions? Okay. Yeah, don't ignore them. And if it come down to your student loans and they saying you owe them some money, you got to pay something right now, you have to bring your student loans current. Like you have to. It's like y'all, we can't fight the student loan company in a sense. We can, but we can't at the same time because we got huge balances with them. We need to bring that stuff current, and then you can decide what you're gonna do in terms of if you want to take legal action against them. But you need to bring them current because they can do so much damage. This is not like a collection company or just a regular creditor. We got big debts with them, okay? So this next one right here is for TransUnion. So we're gonna copy this and put this on our TransUnion letter, which is down here. So paste that, and then the date is here. Okay, so copy that date and actually paste that date there. And let's see, this one is on Experian. Oh, I keep going to the wrong one. Okay, perfect. This is Experian. Paste it there. The date is here. Let's paste it here. Now look, this one lane is on multiple bureaus, remember? So this one is on our Experian, but it's also on TransUnion. So you ain't gotta copy and paste it like we was doing. You could just copy the whole account and just oh, add it to your TransUnion the same way we were adding our others. Y'all remember that? Remember we was adding all our other ones at the bottom? We was adding it at the bottom and then we'll remove these if we don't need them no more. It's the same thing, okay? Okay, we need to make sure we can see. Okay, so we can skip that one. Bank of Missouri, copy this one. This is reporting on TransUnion. Okay, so this is our TransUnion letter. So this is literally straight copy and pasting y'all and sending in y'all letters. So y'all don't have to think this, think that, all this, all that. No, just copy and paste it over here. Perfect. And also this Navy Federal. Paste that to TransUnion. So y'all see how we really filling this up, this letter, because they got plenty of accounts. Okay, perfect. Just make sure. Let me see if y'all got any questions. That's what I was talking about. Well, it is easy. It's literally copying and pasting. Control C, Control V. It's really easy though. Like we literally just taking everything that we see over here and we're adding it to our letters over here. That's literally what we're doing. You know, it really is easy though, honestly. And so we know that this is the name, we know that this is a data inquiry, and we know this the bureau, we adding it to our letter, and that's it. We're not gonna overthink it. But let's go ahead and finish these up. And I'll show y'all how to change that formatting for the people that's using. Yes. The formatting. Okay, what do I keep on? Okay, y'all. So let me make this our last one so that we don't go that long for class. How many you putting on each letter? I'm gonna list them all, honestly. Now this is different, y'all. Remember, I was saying, hey, you call, only give them three. When y'all do y'all letters, give them all of them because they may pick and choose. They may delete half of them. You don't never know. So give them all of them. Think of this as like a dispute letter. Remember, I said I don't have a limit to how many accounts I do on a dispute letter. When I was first taught about disputes, they say, hey, don't put more than 5 accounts on there. But then I found out that they said that just so that they can keep people coming back longer. And I just never believed in that. Like, why would you want to buy somebody coming back longer? That's crazy. So I list them all on there, honestly. I'm not gonna do the two or nothing like that. Only reason I do that on a phone call because if you get them 20 inquiries and that literally every account in your credit report, they know you're just trying to get your inquiries moved and now they're not gonna try to remove anything. So we had all of these extras that we didn't need to use. So I'm gonna go ahead and delete those. Then also we had some highlighting on here, which is this here. So I just put none to remove that highlighting. Um, I'm okay with leaving that bold and with the name, but we need to have this the same font. So times, and I'm going to do a 12 font. So now they all the same font, all the same size, look all good. I'm actually going to take the bold off of this because I don't need that to be bold anymore. But this will be our letter that we'll send to Equifax, okay, to remove this inquiry because this is the only inquiry, we didn't put them all in there. This is the only inquiry that we need to get removed, okay? Since we crunched on time, we're not going to put them all on there. Y'all can see how it worked. Now, y'all see how we have made spaces for other letters. We have to bring this letter up. It's too far down. It needs to be at the top. So when you print it, it'll look good. Okay, can y'all see that? Okay, so now this one only got 3 inquiries. We need to move all this extra. Okay. There's no highlighting on this. So only thing I really need to do is just make sure it's the same size and the same font. And since this is kind of falling off, I don't like this. Even if, let's see, Times New Roman, is it gonna change? I'm just gonna press the back button one time so I can just make it all fit on one letter. I don't care the size. I just want it to all fit basically. It's no point in having that little bit at the bottom. That's just gonna look crazy. So I just make all of that fit on one letter. Okay. So y'all have your own discretion on what y'all want to do. These are y'all letters, but I just say make it look good too though. Like, okay, so now we got this one here. Okay, so we got this one that we didn't need. So I'm gonna take that off. We have highlighting all in here. So I need to take this highlighting off. This is on 2 pages, which is good. It's not like just this signature part is on the second page. So, let's see. Let's look at that. So this is what this dispute letter look like. Okay, so now what you got to do is you got to mail them to all 3 credit bureaus. And I suggest y'all first round send it certified. Okay, send it certified. And then also say if for your next month, what if they don't delete them all? Now you got these 2 left or whatever, right? Y'all still got these 2 left. Y'all got another free inquiry removal letter right up here, right here. So bureau name and address, and then y'all can paste y'all accounts right here. And y'all can take this not authorized for there. Y'all can paste y'all accounts on here just like this and send it. Don't overthink it. All y'all gotta do is put y'all personal information that y'all can take from that letter that we just did down here. Where is it at? Example like this, we can just take all this information and literally paste this on our letter. Okay. And then just change the formatting so it all can look good. And put your name down here too. I didn't put the name, but change this formatting so it can look good. You can make it smaller if you want to fit on one page. You gotta copy this. And then two, you gotta remove this. There gotta be, yeah, this need to be on your page. You'll have to remove that, but I'm gonna keep that there for when I do examples for now on. And then that's what y'all gotta do. Then next month, if they don't delete it, these are the 2 that's left. Just mail this out. Don't overthink it though. Y'all see how it is? Please show me how you use Google Docs. Goodness. Y'all don't know how to use the Google Docs. As soon as y'all get into I honestly don't even know how to say it. I swear I don't. How can I explain this? I don't know. I don't know, honestly. I think it's one of the things that comes second nature to me, and now I just know how to do it. But if you don't know how to use Google Docs, use Word. You know, y'all can use Word if y'all don't know how to use it, okay? But that is how we're going to do our inquiry letter, okay? Okay, let me flip y'all around because we only got 15 more minutes. So do y'all know how to do y'all inquiries? Like I said, I would rather y'all call the bureaus first. Call the bureaus because they can remove them within 24 to 48 hours. Then whatever they don't remove, then send that first letter. Whatever they don't remove from this first letter, then you put that on your second letter. Okay, you can always continuously call them, bug them about these inquiries. Our inquiries stay on our credit reports let me remove my charger. Our inquiries stay on our credit reports for a year and a half. Okay, but it's good to get them off because again, we are working on this right here. Raise your credit score 100 points in 30 days. So if y'all go ahead and start working on y'all inquiries and y'all credit scores go up 15 points, 20 points, that's good because y'all can add that to the other things that we're doing. That's 20 less points you got to worry about. Okay, so when you call, can we read from the letter? No, don't read from the letter at all. You just need to sound like you don't know what you're talking about. Honestly, you need to say it just like this. Hi, yes, how are you doing today? Okay, I'm so happy you can help me because I have these inquiries on here and I didn't think they were supposed to be my credit report. Let me see. Are you looking at my reports now? Because I'm gonna name them and I just want it's like 2 or 3 of them, knowing you got 15 inquiries. So hey, this is a Navy Fed. You see that one on your end? Yeah, I don't know why that's on there. That's not supposed to be on there. And also, Capital One, and then wait, some of these are good. This is good. This is fine. There's one more. Oh, there's Discover right here. Yes, this is not supposed to be on there. That's the conversation you want to kind of have. Don't call them acting like y'all know exactly what y'all want to be. Yeah, so call, be nice, write the letter using your report only sent to credit bureaus. Yeah, as simple as that, Kiana. You got it. If you only have 4 of them, don't call them about an inquiry that's attached to an account. So if you got a Capital One inquiry in your credit report, don't call them about that Capital One inquiry that's on your credit report. You better leave that alone. Okay. So don't call them about the letter at all. I told y'all have the numbers inside the course. Use the fraud department phone number. Because when you call in there, they already thinking, I gotta remove something. They automatically have that in their head. Not that we're gonna say this is fraud. We're just calling that department. So now they already on alert. Hold on. They got something wrong. Let me help them. Something most supposed to be deleted. And don't forget too, they like stranger danger too. If y'all give them too many inquiries, they're gonna know what you up to. I told y'all when it I know business companies out there that do business. I mean, business credit companies that charge $100 per inquiry. Okay. This is serious business, but it's so simple. It's literally, they'll be on the phone all day. They'll keep having people call, call, call. So that person don't help. Y'all don't go back and forth with them. Hang up and call back again. Experian is the easiest. They'll remove that thing right away. But don't go back and forth with these companies. This ain't what it's supposed to be. I would say keep calling, 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 and just go ahead and mail out your letter if after you say I can't take this no more. Maybe y'all, depending on how many inquiries y'all have, y'all may get like 8 of them deleted, and y'all like, dang, I got 5 more. But you wore out, send letters for 2 months. Okay, just send the letters for 2 months. The goal of these inquiries, though, because inquiries don't hurt y'all as much as we may think that they hurt us, but there's points there. That's the only reason why I say remove inquiries from your credit reports because there's points that you all lost, and we need to get them back. Okay. So remember, this is the book that we're doing right now. Raise your credit score 100 points in 30 days. So if y'all start working to remove y'all inquiries and y'all get 20 points from y'all inquiries, y'all in for the win. And let me show y'all too. This is what it should look like after y'all call. Okay. So y'all can know this is a legit thing in terms of it can work. Let me see if I got something I can show y'all. So this is what y'all will see right here. Let me show y'all. I send invitation to people. They gonna think I'm crazy. So this is what it'll look like. Usually y'all not gonna see y'all inquiries come off all like this. Y'all gonna get one inquiry removed and then, this inquiry removed there. So Navy Federal, Synchrony Bank, they had 2 Navy Federals on there. Technically 3 Synchrony Banks, but they did different credit cards. Capital One. Okay. I got 720s across the board, but 18 inquiries from each. Can't get approved for anything. Okay, let me show you how you can get approved for something. But that's what y'all do for y'all inquiries, okay? I'm gonna remove this. Let me share this. So this is what we did yesterday. Yesterday, I told everybody they need to have 4 credit cards reporting. Okay, so this is what we went over yesterday. So I can't go all the way in depth with you, but I can give you something to work on, okay? I can give you something to look at, something to do. Okay, so here we are. So I was showing everybody my house. So this is my house right here. My name is Rakita. Do you know what my house is? So you get what I'm saying? My house. This is my house. I've been living here for about 4 years now, 3 or 4 years. Y'all let me know if y'all know what I mean when I say this is my house. Because I can't just say certain things, okay? Okay, so this is my house. Okay, Killer, you got thank you so much, Killer, because like y'all still here. I like the pre-qualified with no hard inquiry. Okay. All of these credit cards on this list can pre-qualify you without a hard inquiry. All of them. So even if your credit is very bad or if it gets good, it's so many credit cards on here y'all can choose from. You see, we just seen the Apple, we got Discover, we got Capital One on here, we got Navy Federal on here. It's so many of them on here that you all can get. We got a Credit One on here for those people that ain't got the best credit. We have Wayfair, which is with Citibank. We have Walgreens, NASA Credit Union, Mission Lane. So what I tell people You like my house? Thank you. Come over anytime, okay? But what I tell people is be delusional. You know how you say, I can't get approved for nothing. Okay, write a list of 1 through 10, the cars that you want. Put them all on your list. Okay, so put them on your list. You may have Tempur-Pedic as number one. You may have Sealy as number two. Number three may be Yamaha. You know, you pick your list, okay? Of the ones that you want. Because all of these credit cards gonna let you know yes or no without a hard inquiry. You may put Lowe's on your list. You might put the Lexus credit card, GM Rewards, the Care Credit. Okay, so go through this whole list, right? Now, when you go through this whole list and you got your stuff set up, so you're like, hey, this is number one, two, three, four, five, all the way to number 10. Since they can pre-qualify you without a hard inquiry, start at number one, pre-qualify for it. If they give it to you, perfect. If not, go to number two. Okay. So it's plenty of cards on here. So go to number two. If they pre-qualify for, if you pre-qualify for it and they say no, they can't give it to you, that's fine. Go to number three and keep going all the way down until you get to number 10. And if you start getting to number 10, you need secure credit cards, period. If you don't make your way to number 10, and like I say, have 4 credit cards, and okay, you got your credit cards, going about your business, let them report and keep the balance low. But with a 720 credit score, you should be open to get all of these cards, unless you got a 720 credit score because you got an authorized user on your credit report and they holding up your credit for you when your credit really ain't supposed to look like that, but you got an authorized user account on your credit report. Okay, so that's why I teach you all about this here. Okay, what kind of limit they offer you? My credit, okay. So everyone have their own different limits. You got to just go and apply for it and see what they offer you. Somebody asked me earlier, like, what um somebody asked me like what credit cards or credit unions I like the most and all this, and I told them I'm not married to none of these credit card companies or any of these credit unions at all. I go for whoever would approve me. I go for who also will give me the increases and everything that I need. Period. That's what I go for. I'm not married. I don't care about none of these companies. I don't, because I just see how they flip floppy. They can do this one day and the next day they just different. I just don't. I'm not married to none of these companies. Period. So that's what I usually tell myself, like, I'm not married to him at all. So that's kind of how I play them. And when they come down to the credit cards, want to know what limits, da da da, pre-qualify for it, apply for it. If they pre-qualify you for it, go ahead and get the card. Okay. Does the amount does the amount of money you make a difference? Yes, I do. I do say that does make a difference. Yes, yes. Yes, it does. But they say too, they have someone there like, hey, if you get an income from somebody else, you can include that, or if somebody else is paying this, you can, if you married, you can use your spouse's income. It's a lot of things that you can actually do. Okay. That's a lot of things you can do. Okay. But for the people that bought their books during the live, so if you bought your books during the live, I'm gonna actually send you all access to the course once I get off of the live. So make sure y'all go in there. That's where y'all will be able to see your inquiry removal letter. So fill out your inquiry removal letter after y'all call the bureaus for a few times. Call them a few times, see what's gonna happen. Experience is the easy. So start with them first, so at least you can have confidence. And then you could leave some on there so you can double back when you feel very low. Because this is one of them things. That's why I tell people, like, as much as I write a letter for you, I'm not doing no inquiries. I write an inquiry letter, but I'm not calling for you. Like, that is so sad with them saying, oh, we'll remove this one and other. Like, that's so sad. Anybody got time for that? Like, it's like calling them about our accounts and our credit reports. You ain't having no good results. I don't want to call. Okay. I call for my own though. I call real quick for my own, but like for these inquiries from other So if my TransUnion the highest, should I try for banks that use them? And should I freeze the other? Yes, yes, that's what I try to teach too. Whichever one, it's not even about being your highest. It's also too, while we're going through the disputing process, whichever one have the least negative accounts too. Because sometimes y'all don't understand that them negative accounts can pull you down. Sometimes they don't even care about your credit scores. Sometimes they care about who you owe, what debt is on your credit reports. But also, whichever one look the best, whichever one is the highest, you can use that. But don't be too much into that too, because I remember when I didn't freeze my other bureaus and I was only looking for credit cards that pulled Equifax. And then I ended up getting approved for two credit cards that pulled TransUnion and Experian. And I did not want them to pull that. And I got approved. So I'm like, okay, but you can target those. Okay, you've been listening to me. Okay, good. Okay, well, it's rubbing off because I'm like, we doing the same thing. But you can target those. But if for some reason, that's why I say do the delusional way. Because if you do the delusional way, I just call it be delusional because you may mess around and get it. I got so many credit cards I didn't think I was gonna get, but I tell myself that I'm just gonna apply. I'm not gonna think too hard. I'm just gonna apply. I'm just gonna see what happens. And I end up getting some that I didn't think I can get. So I like to tell people that too. But still, if your TransUnion the best, you do want to try to see if you can target those. Like which one's gonna actually pull TransUnion. Okay. You said you got scammed with the Martin vacation or back? No, I don't remember either. No, you have to give me details because I don't remember that. Maybe when you start telling me, I'm gonna remember. But all right, y'all, our class is basically in it in 1 minute. So if you want to get the books, you want the course, last minute, hurry up and go do it. Because I have to wait an hour to get y'all information, actually text y'all the course. And then I'm gonna get off of here. I already did my homework. Y'all don't know how good it feels that my homework is done. Oh my gosh. So I got some other work that I need to get done. So I'm gonna get that stuff done tonight. I'm yawning, but I'm probably gonna spend like an hour while I'm waiting on y'all. I'm gonna spend an hour getting that stuff done, and then I'm going my butt to bed. I'm finishing my movie I was watching. They should not be mailed separately, but we did have a hiccup. So we did have a hiccup where like all your books should be mailed together if you purchase them together. But we did have a hiccup where for some of you all, we missed some of these. Some people probably got two of these because I was like, oh, if you did it during the promotion time, I would rather have gave you an extra book than not a book at all. So we had to mail this one separately. Okay, I will make sure I check because I haven't been checking that, but I'm gonna make sure I check. But yeah, that's soon to when we have to do that separately. But you got all your books though, right? I don't know if the fraud department is open 24 hours, honestly. But you should get them all together. But we had a hiccup where it's like, no, these people, it was like 20 something people. These people were supposed to get the extra book. So I had to just pay for additional postage and send an extra book. Wait, so what's the extra one that you said you got? You said you got two, right? And if you were supposed to get that extra one, I texted to you. I sent people like the image of their package. Like, hey, I had to send this separately. Y'all look out for this. 75 and the 30. And you did it before the promotion time? Like you was supposed to get that 30? I mean, sewing book, you did it by the promotion time? Okay, let me look into it. Let me see if I can. I'm gonna look into it and see. And you didn't get that text message? I just feel like your name looked familiar. Yeah, I just feel like your name looked familiar. I'm gonna look into it and then I'll message you, okay? Let me screenshot it, even though I wrote it down just so I can look at it, make sure I got it. Yeah, so I'm gonna look into it, okay? And then if I have to remail it, I'll mail it tomorrow. Yeah, because I sent it. So if you were supposed to get it, I sent it out yesterday. Yeah, you should have. I sent the text out to everybody yesterday. But you're very welcome. Y'all have a great night. Again, I'm gonna send out the message now to everybody that purchased the books. I will see you all later. If y'all have inquiries, send out y'all letter tomorrow. Like when I teach y'all something, say, "Oh, this is what it is." Y'all call them all tomorrow. Call them all Friday. If y'all don't get no success, mail out that letter on Saturday. And if y'all really about it, mail out the letter tomorrow. And when they get it and them inquiries gone, all right, it's okay. But at least you get the ball rolling faster, okay? Like, just get that because you gotta wait till they actually get it. So get that stuff going ASAP. But yes, good night, everybody. I'll talk to y'all all later. Hope y'all having a great night. Hope y'all have a great night. Good night. Okay, you guys. So I hope that you all are able to get your book. So what I'm doing tonight is I'm actually going to fix my I'm going to add all of the books to my website so that you guys can get those great discounts that are available to the people that's on TikTok. So y'all are should be looking out for that. Y'all going to get those great discounts. I'm going to make sure that I start providing that link to you all tomorrow, and I'll see you all tomorrow. I hope that you all have a great night also. Bye, everybody.